into that. Let me check the audio.
This is YouTube. This is
Hello, everyone. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm checking.
Good morning, sir.
I'll check. It's okay.
Good morning, sir.
End it. End that YouTube. Yeah.
And
Good morning. Mute everything. Yeah. Okay. Is my voice audible, loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just hold on, we'll begin shortly. Just let me check if everything is fine or not. People join meanwhile. Okay, 14 people have joined on YouTube. Very good. Let me check how many have joined from LinkedIn.
Morning, Anand.
Okay, 14 people have joined. Okay, voice is loud and clear, I believe. Let me open all my tab on LinkedIn and YouTube so that I can tap all the audience from everywhere. Just hold until then. Folks from Analytics with Anand, kindly share this link and let everyone know that we are live. Let them join. Yeah. Yeah. So we are live on LinkedIn too. Very good. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back again to Analytics with Anand. I welcome you all to this platform. So today is a very important day in Analytics with Anand journey and with you all. So this is the first time ever in the history of Matillion ever no one has done any end-to-end project covering Matillion in such great in-depth. Okay, so the technology which we'll be covering today is AWS, Snowflake, and Matillion. So I'll set the context. No individual doubt will be entertained during this live session. Make sure you do not reach out to me with your syntax error, file not found, or I'm having so and so error. No, this is not a regular class. This is a live class where I'm teaching you how to implement the entire project. Everything. Renita will be joining soon. She'll be explaining you complete architecture, walk through what Matillion is, how to launch it. Everything will do from complete detail. Even if you are new to Matillion, don't worry, you'll be able to understand. Almost the entire topic which I have covered in the live session of Matillion. Some 15-16 lectures are there. If you are planning to purchase Matillion course, 15 to 16 lectures are there. So in that same thing we're going to replicate in the form of a complete ETL workflow project, right? So that which you'll be able to learn. right? So do along with me. I will share all the resources, right? Follow step by step. You won't be having any error, right? I'm keeping this entire live session for next 3 hours. Please stay glued to your screen. Do not go for any break, right? Because this will be in a flow. I don't want to break the flow. So be intact. Any query if you have, right? I will give you enough time to do along with me. We'll take it very, very slow. We'll take it very, very slow. I'll explain you the overview, architecture, everything. Entire project looks like. So be along with me, right? And if you want to enroll for Matillion complete course, suppose you are very, very new, you can buy from Analytics with Anand app from there. Entire Matillion course content I have given freely available to the community. You can go. Let me share the screen before we start. Okay, let me share. Yeah. So this is the Analytics with Anand page, which you can see all, right? Master the art of extract, transport, and Matillion. So in this, you will get the entire content of Matillion, everything, all the videos, all the project which we are doing it. If you see the document, this entire documentation is freely available on GitHub. That also I will show you. So in today's class, you will refer this entire master the art of extract, transport, load, Matillion, end-to-end project. Right? End-to-end project. This is the link I will share in the chat. 1 second. So that you all can. YouTube already have shared. Okay, I've shared this link already with you folks. YouTube also have shared. LinkedIn already I have shared this thing. So this entire content I have given you free of cost. Those who have not subscribed to Analytics with Anand courses, go to end-to-end project. Do not reach out to me during the live session, during the project asking for the files. Entire file I have given you. Everything I have given you, even the JSON file for the Matillion. Just download this. So the first step is just download this. Okay, just download this entire portfolio from here. Go to the code part and download zip. Again, do not reach out to me asking for how to download this file. I think you guys are proficient enough to download this. By now, you should be aware what GitHub is, right? Okay, download this. This is the first task which you can do by the time I take this course further. Download this entire Matillion repository into your local. Your entire today project will be there in end-to-end project with architecture and every complete thing. Okay, everything I have given. What is Matillion? Introduction to Matillion. Entire thing has been given to you. Okay, so this is the agenda for today. Entire project will be covering complete in-depth what Matillion is, why Matillion has been used, which are the industry which is using Matillion, and what is the beauty of Matillion. And then I'll take you slowly how to configure Matillion, how to launch Matillion, and the complete project architecture. Right? If you have any doubt related to this, feel free to post it in the anywhere from where you are watching it live. And don't forget to subscribe Analytics with Anand channel. We have reached 8,300 family because of all your support. So keep showing your love and spread the word. Okay, so we are good to start. I will just start this project with a brief introduction about Matillion. Let me share that screen too. 1 second. Just give me 1 minute. Share. Yeah. Where is Matillion? Yes. Yeah. So here you can see my file. Yeah. Okay, right? So what is Matillion? Those who are very new, those who are joining this for the very, very first time. So Matillion is a very powerful data integration. It's an ETL tool, extract, transform, and load. You'll say, sir, why Matillion? We have wide diverse variety of ETL tool available in the market. We have Matillion, we have Alteryx, we have Informatica. Right? These are the top 3 trending tools which is widely used in the industry. It's not like that if you are trained in one ETL industry, say for example, you are applying for an Alteryx role. If you are trained in Matillion, you know one ETL tool, it's more than sufficient. Just like that, if I know Power BI, I won't get rejected from in the Tableau interview, if I know a little bit here and there. Right? So make sure you have one ETL tool into your resume. Guys, this data analytics course is not just about SQL, Python, Power BI, Tableau, and Excel. No, it's not like that. You need one cloud technology, you need one ETL tool. And where a Matillion comes into the picture. You search the entire history on Google, you won't find a single content on Matillion. Even if you find, you won't understand the official documentation even. Right? There is only one course on Udemy which I have already gone through. That is not up for you all. You won't learn nothing at all. The kind of work which we do in the industry, In Matillion, it's entirely different. At my current company, at Coforge, for another client, we use it, and many other companies still uses this, right? You will love the interface and everything. So what is Matillion? Is Matillion is required? Is ETL tool is required? No. Straight answer, no. Then why do we study Matillion? Because your things becomes easy. Automation. You don't have to manually clean the data. Everything, data ingestion, extraction, loading, and transformation will be done by this. And the beauty of Matillion is it is automatically integrated with the cloud technology. So other cloud technology which will be integrating is your Amazon, AWS, right? It can integrate with Azure. It can integrate with Google BigQuery. Right. So in this project, we'll be covering the integration of Snowflake, AWS, and Matillion. Okay, these three things will take into the picture. So you have a wide variety of pre-built connector, you have parallel processing, transformation capabilities, and all these ETL functionality you'll get. And the most important part is automation and scheduling. Anything which we learn, right, from a personal perspective or from company point of view, automation is the key. You keep sharing this ChatGPT, Google Bart, all those things coming into the picture. Why? Because we are automating this entire process of data ingestion. Think from millions data coming into the picture. Things from trillions data coming into the picture. So manually, it becomes very, very tedious to do this. Right? So here where Matillion enables user to automate their data integration workflow and schedule data pipeline execution specific interval. Suppose there's a client, I know from his habit, he or her, that every weekend or every month he shares me a huge chunks of data, millions data. So I cannot be waiting for him to share the data, then manually run all those scripts, update the Power BI. No, I want to automate this entire process. Right? So the moment any data comes into the picture, any raw data, it may be clean, it might be having so many duplicates, missing value, null values. So automatic my data cleaning should get triggered, right? Automatically this data pipeline will trigger, data extraction, loading, and transformation should happen, and it will push it back to your Snowflake or the cloud technology, whichever is your output, right? So these are the company which uses Matillion. My company, Coforge, client PMI, Philips Morris International, Sony, Siemens, Johnson, Wipro, Accenture, Lyft, Cisco, Subaru, Western Union, and Slack. Right? So these are the companies which uses Matillion. So make sure you mark this tool, which we have given on GitHub. If you go through that document, if you go to the 15, you are set in the Matillion industry. You won't get rejected. That's for sure. 100% I'm telling you. Beyond that, even the interviewer doesn't know. I'm telling you straight to the point. Even the 4 years, 6 years guy who's working in my company, they doesn't have that much of knowledge, which I have given you completely, absolutely free. So just explore the GitHub link already have given to you on LinkedIn and on YouTube also, right? I can see in the comment section I have given you. So just go through that, right? And make sure you learn this. This is a very versatile tool. You will love it. You'll get real-time insights, scalability, all the data consolidation you can do, loading and transformation from multiple connectors, and automation, of course. The best part, you have you don't have to write a single piece of SQL code here. It's a no SQL code platform. The most important point which I forgot to tell you, this is a no SQL platform. So if you are learning SQL for the first time, Matillion is the tool for you all. Usually these days, how I recommend people, if you want to establish your career as a data analytics, start with a Matillion. Because then you will understand how ETL tool works, and you will understand at the back end how Matillion is creating a SQL script for you all. Right? So if anyone, those who are watching me live, start with the Matillion if you want to learn SQL. No one will tell you this thing. I'm telling you straight away from my experience. If you learn Matillion, your SQL will become very, very easy. Cakewalk. Or if you know SQL, learning Matillion is also very easy. Vice versa. If you are newbie, completely fresher, non-technical background, start from the Matillion. Right? Start from the Matillion. Okay. Right? Students are waiting in the lobby. I've added almost everyone. Still students are waiting? Oh, 12 people are waiting. Sorry, my bad. Okay. I'll add eventually. Don't worry. Okay. So this is all about the Matillion. It also, you can do all the machine learning and artificial intelligence. That part we won't be covering. Okay, that part we won't be covering. Any machine learning things we are not doing, because we are keeping it completely from data analytics and data engineering point of view. So no machine learning, no AI data preparation will happen here. That's entirely a separate domain. Okay, that's entirely a separate domain. We'll also see the deployment, how we can deploy it in prod, QA, and testing environment. Whenever you work in any company, any code change which you do, you will never touch the prod. All the post-mortem you will be doing in your development environment. Any code changes which you are doing, you will do it in the development, replicate the same package in your QA. QA is where your quality testing will become. Once it passes the testing phase, then you will deploy the same thing with in the prod environment. So that also we'll see at the end, right? So these are all the important features, performance by about what Matillion has us to offer. So this is the complete overview which I have given you. Complete overview which I have given you about the Matillion. Complete link, course, and everything I have shared already on GitHub link. If you can go this, right, entire master the art of extract, transfer, load, inside your document. Entire document is freely available for you all, right? Just explore. If you do all this documentation, if you are thorough with it, floor is open for you all in Matillion domain. Beyond this, no one will ask you any interview question. That's the short assurance I'm giving you straight away. And if you want to buy the course, go ahead and buy from Analytics with Ananda, right? It's very easily available. 1,000 rupees only I'm charging. If you don't want to buy, choice is yours. Don't buy. I'm not forcing you at all. Okay, just because your video is there, your journey will become very, very easy. Already the content I have shared with you all is freely available. Okay, so this is how the complete overview, right, of all the Matillion. Now the next step, which will be see how to configure the Matillion. Okay, how to configure the Matillion. I'll ask Renita now to come and explain you the complete overview. Anytime if you are stuck anywhere, do let me know. Okay, anytime you are stuck anywhere, do let me know, right? Feel free to ping in the chat. Don't reach out to me for any technical issues that I'm not able to read the file, I'm having syntax error, blah blah blah. No, I'm not here to entertain all. I'm here to teach you, right? If you follow the process, what Renita is doing along with her, you will be able to do the completely project by 2 o'clock. It should be done. Right at the end, we will connect it to Power BI. More she will talk about when we go to the architecture diagram. Let me share the screen first of all. Yeah, 1 second. Share screen. So here we go. So these all documentation has been given. Again, don't reach out to me asking for it. So first of all, what we'll be doing in the project? What all things, Anand sir, do we need for this? We need 3 things. We need Matillion account, we need AWS account, and we need Snowflake account. Right? Make sure you have these 3 accounts ready. Right? Then only you can do this project. Right? Those who are not doing along with us, don't worry. Just hear me out. Whatever I am saying. Even if you see it later on, also you can do, because this video will be there. Okay, so first you need an AWS account. I'm not gonna show you how to create an AWS account. It's a very simple process. Link is given. Click on, just create an AWS account. If you need help, this documentation again is there in your GitHub account. Then create a Snowflake account. Then create a Snowflake account. Right? Create a Snowflake account. Again, sign up process. I'm not gonna explain you. Then open this link, Matillion Hub. Again, use your mail ID and login. Right? If you are landing the first time, just sign up. Just sign up, link I have given with you. Just sign up, you will get something interface like that. Right? Click on add new account, enter all these details. Account name, domain name, region, you can choose anything and click on continue. So you should be ready with your Matillion account. You should be ready with your Matillion account before doing this project. Right? Then you will go under, scroll down and add Matillion ETL instance. We need to add one ETL instance here, which is available freely here. Right? So that's why I'm giving you the documentation. Then, which is your cloud provider? From where do we are getting all this data into our project, into our architecture? AWS. Do not select any other thing. Select AWS. Select the cloud platform. Which is the cloud platform? Of course, Snowflake. 3 technology we are using: Snowflake, AWS, and Matillion. So select the cloud platform, right? Since we are going to use Snowflake, that's why we are keeping Snowflake as a better picture. Then you need to click the first one. How do you want to deliver Matillion ETL for Snowflake? And this is the entire process which we do in the company event. Right? Even in the company, we do the same process. So select the first cloud formation template. Region, anything you can select. Make sure you remember the region, either US East or US West. Select the region and select setup a new VPC. Set up a new VPC. Select single node and then click on continue. Then you should be able to get this page once you configure your Matillion. Right? And then you need to click on continue in AWS. Right? Continue in AWS. Okay? Continue in AWS. Here what you need to create, the first thing which you need to create is the stack. Okay? Here you need to create a stack. I've given the name also. Just follow word by word documentation. Right? You'll create a stack. Then we'll go to the parameter section and you need to select key pair. and you need to select key pair. This I'm teaching you the configuration part. I don't want to go much into this detail. This is just I'm teaching you how to launch it, right? How to launch it. Select EC2, click on key pair, generate key pair. Entire this documentation is there which you can refer. Give any name, select PPK and generate key pair. Once it is getting generated, go to the previous tab in the parameter section and select that key pair which you have generated it. Right now, I have given also a disclaimer. You may face issue that key pair what you created is not listing in parameter section. Wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Patience is the key when you are doing any project. If still it is not reflecting, go to the tab where you are asked to click on continue with AWS step 14. It will again redirect to AWS account and now key pair will be listed. Go back again. If you don't see the key value pair, go back again and then click on continue in AWS. Right? So once this entire step is done, where you select the region, where you add the inbound IPv4 CDR and everything, leave other section and it will create a stack for you. And you will get screen like this. This is the preliminary steps before doing the project. So once your stack gets completed, you will get something instance here open. Right? Renita will show you. Renita will again show you this entire process, how the key pair looks and everything. I'm just giving you an overview. So your instance will be up. Make sure when you launch Matillion, your instance should be up and running. Why this is required? Because Matillion will charge you only for the time being your instance is running. Right? That's why you need to immediately stop the instance, else AWS will give you a billing. Even in the company, it happens the same. At certain point, they will launch the instance. In my company, 1:30 p.m. is the time. 1:30 p.m. is where this instance gets triggered every day. And it runs for 2 to 3 hours so that the entire jobs gets run and then the instance gets closed. Pay as you go. That's the beauty of cloud technology. Right? That's the beauty of cloud technology. So here will be your IP address. You'll open the address, click on advanced, you will get something pop up like this. Right? Click on proceed and you will be having your Matillion interface up and running. So this is the process. Imagine just to launch Matillion. Your username will EC2 will remain always and your password is your instance ID which is pasted here. Renita will show you how to log in. Right? And password is your instance ID. Right? So once you're up, I want all you to give me a thumbs up once you are done with this. Right, folks from Analytics with Anand, those who have joined, give me a thumbs up. I'm giving you 5-minute time. Make sure, let me know when your Snowflake and Matillion is up and running. And you can give me a thumbs up either on LinkedIn, YouTube, or anywhere in the chat. Okay? Yeah. Let me know if your Matillion is up and running. Just give me a thumbs up. Even if 5 to 10 folks give me a thumbs up, I am well, good. Mayur, Kalpana, Satyavandita, others. Chavi, what about you? Vicky? Srinivas, very good, Chavi, done. Very good. Matillion is up and running? Okay. No, so we are good to start with the project. Okay. Okay. Once you have launched this, yeah, the first screen which will come on Matillion is the project document, project creation. Which Renita will explain you. I will hand over to her after this. 1 second. Anytime if you need any files, just go through this. Master the art of extract, transform, load with Matillion. Under my repository, you'll find all this documentation. Right? Go here, end-to-end project, you can go. You'll have entire files loaded here in the end-to-end project. Okay? Yeah. So we are good to go now. 1 minute. Come, Linda. Yeah. Now I'll ask her to take from here. Okay? Yeah.
Hello everyone. I hope AWS, Matillion and the Snowflake is ready. So let me quickly load the browser.
Screen 2. Yeah. Drag this, keep it there. Yeah. Admit.
So this is my AWS. So how do we launch it? So I will also quickly show you all of the key pair is done for those folks.
Keep a recursion.
Renita, your voice is very low. Right?
Just search key pair and you will get this option. Click on the key pair and you say create key pair and just give a name. Say new key pair and say create key pair. Okay. So once you are done with this, this will appear in your drop down. Okay. And that's how you proceed. Directly launch Matillion?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and launch. So you would have reached at this point and you just have to click here and say start instance. So you need to have two status checks that need to be done. So it will be here. It will be listed here. I'll quickly refresh the screen once. Yeah, it has initialized. So we'll wait for the two checks. Okay, while this happens, let me quickly give you an intro to today's architecture. So let me go. So this is the gist of today's architecture, okay? So we're using AWS S3, we have Snowflake here, and this entire portion is in Matillion, okay? So what do we do in Snowflake? First, we have a metadata table. Basically, we need to have a track of the tables we are working with, okay? And that's why we mentioned that there. And what is the load type? So now again, when you load a table, there are two types, okay? One is reload and one is iterative. What is reload? So say you want to reload a table, what would you do? You would run a truncate statement, remove all the records and load entirely. If it was like 100 records, wouldn't matter. I mean, reload would be a best option. What if it's a sales data? What if it is some 10,000, 20,000 records? While you're truncating and you're reloading, someone is trying to access that particular data, you see they're working with partial data, which is not good. So what we need to do, we always need that data there. So this concept is called always on. Basically, the data is always on that table. Now, if we want the data always on the table, how do we add the new data? So what we do is when only the fresh data gets inserted or updated into the data warehouse. So, and this mode is load type is called iterative. So while we write the table name here, next to it, we write whether it is an R or I, R meaning reload and I meaning iterative, okay, is active. So a company might have too many tables. So example, we are working with the restaurant data today. The menu may not change every day, right? Menu changes once in a while. You would not want to reload it also every day. See, everything that you do on cloud gets charged. So we need to be smart on what we are working on with. So in this case, menu data need not be reloaded twice maybe. And in that case, what we will tell is under is active, we will put it as false. So when we have configured the components in such a way that we will only work on the tables that are not active, that are active. So that where an active is true. That's what this metadata means. And we will also create a structure for the source DB, the database and the table. We'll also create a structure for the destination DB. So that's all with Snowflake. I have given the scripts, we'll do it together. Now, we will, what do we do now? We first pull in the data from S3. We have a beautiful component for that in Matillion. And it just pulls the data from S3, loads it in our source database. Once that is done, what's next? What we do is now we pull in all the table data from the metadata and see each table now and see which one is active and not. Okay, and whichever is active, right, we will pass it here one by one. Okay, so each table completes entire thing, comes back. Then the next table goes. Now, what happens when the table goes? So when the table goes in, it first checks whether it is an R or an I, that is whether it's a reload or an iterative table. If it's a reload table, it gets in here and now we have a job for data prepping. So what do I mean by data prep is cleaning. So you could say remove the duplicates, you could remove the nulls. Some cases you would want to rename the column name, you know. One thing I would like to let you know here is, while we have made most of the components reusable, this component cannot be reused. So if you have 3 tables of reload, you will have to create 3 data preps. Why? Because every table's requirement is different. You know, some tables will need just the nulls to be removed. Some tables would need a different name, column name. So in case you had 3, for this needs to be customized for each table. Okay. And once it is done, what do we do with that data? We will simply load it into the view, because to continue our work on it, we need to save it somewhere. You could do it on a table as well. I chose to do it on a view, which is because it's lighter. So I will load it in a view, again a simple component there. And then from here we'll move to another job. This job is meant for loading. Now that our clean data is in the view, we want to put it in the destination table. So when it's a reload, it's pretty simple. Take it, put it. No, that's one component. Now, once this is done, what happens is we have created all these extra structures, which is not required. All our data is now nicely sitting in destination. Why keep the views? You know, so we will delete the views that we have created. And source table is the choice based on your company. Some people would like to keep a copy of their source data, some would not. Based on their requirement, we can choose to write the extra SQL statement or not. Once this is done, it goes back here. Now it's the turn of the next table. I have told you about reload. Now let's go into the iterative mode. In iterative, it's the same thing, data prepping. We load it into a view. Things change here. Now, because we want an always on table, we will first detect the changes between the source and the destination. And we'll pull in, we'll use a filter and only choose those that are you know, that are new or that have changed. And then we load it. So, you know, pretty simple. And this process goes on to as many tables you have. So currently today we just have 2 tables, one for reload and one for iterative. Once this is done, we reach at this point. And at this point, what happens is we can do 2 things. One, you can do a transformation in Matillion itself, or you can access the data warehouse directly in Power BI, or you can use Python and use pandas, numpy and do your cleaning by directly accessing the data warehouse DB. You have, the choice is yours based on your workspace. That's how this architecture is. So I hope this is conveyed. So we'll quickly go back to our So we will be also configuring with Power BI. We will directly connect to this data warehouse DB and get in that particular tables inside Power BI. We'll not squander much in the Power BI because the goal today is to check the Matillion. So this is one copy. Yeah, this is a copy of, see, this is pulled from the destination table, okay? And from that data, I have created the visualizations here, okay? Similar, like, once the data here, it's a simple Power BI thing, right? You just pull in tables and pull in the visuals and you write these things or you write DAX, whatever is required. So you can create a beautiful Power BI dashboard by directly integrating to it, okay?
Documentation. I want to show you the documentation. Open this document.
So
Not this one. This one. PDF. Close this. PDF.
Okay, this is a document we have created, which is having each and everything. So I have mentioned everything in this, each step, even with the pointer. So even if you're skipping somewhere, you can see in which module you are in. So if you are here, you know, so that you are there, okay? I have named it like this, see 1, 2, so you know you can refer here, okay? So it's pretty in detail, okay? So I have mentioned everything here to the end, okay? And
So refer this. I'm at the backside of Renita. So don't see. Don't think that Anand sir is gone. Okay, you can hear my voice from the backside. So anytime if you stuck, this document is the key, right? You will never find. Trust me, guys. You will never find anywhere in the entire history of you on Google this complete documentation, which Renita has done a tremendous job. Okay, so make sure you refer word by word, step by step. If you skip a single step, you'll get an error. She has created a very nice documentation. Refer this. This is your key. This is your key for this entire project. Okay, that's why I'm showing you this documentation. So she will also explaining you which step we are in, what step we are doing it. So any doubt, if you have anything related to architecture, feel free to ask, which she has given you a complete overview. This is what the entire project will look like. And exactly, you won't believe, this project exactly similar kind we have implemented at Coforge for one of my clients. So it's not a joke which we are doing it here. Any project which happens at Analytics with Anand is all realistic. It's not that fancy project which you see on YouTube, right? इधर से data लाया, इधर किया, वो हो गया. नहीं, वो नहीं होता है. That's not how an industry works. Industry works on a very, very complicated thing, right? So entire Matillion components, almost 80 to 90% of the component which we have covered in the live class will be integrated here. So be along with Renita what she is explaining and do along with her. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say.
another thing I would like to add is, Matillion was named a challenger in the Gartner's report for ETL tools. So you see, if a newbie is making a noise, it is very promising. You know, it's only gonna grow. So you know, it's good we are catching up with it. So let me go back to AWS because that's where everything will start. Yeah. Yes, the 2x2 check is done. So please load only after this happens. Otherwise, your Matillion won't load. Okay. So you will see by 2x2 check here and the checks happen here. Okay. You can see that here. Okay. Now, you see this instance ID. This will be the password for our Matillion ETL. So if you just click here, it will be copied. Once you're done, just click on open address. Okay. And once you're done with this, go to advanced, proceed. The username, like it mentions here, we don't want to memorize it. The default username is EC2 user and the default password is an instant ID. So basically, you don't need to memorize anything. Everything is here. And the password that we copied is here. And then we log in. Oops. Let me check if there are any spaces around. No, not space. Control. Oh, session. Okay.
So give me a thumbs up once your Matillion instance is done. I think you have already given me thumbs up. Okay, we can proceed then. And those who are watching us from anywhere across the world, if you are fresher, newbie, and folks from Analytics with Anand, make sure you add this into your project. It's a must. This should be your first project in Matillion. First project in your portfolio. Okay. I'll tell you what to write. 2-3 sentences I'll tell you at the end of the session, which you can mention it. But make sure you will be able to explain the architecture and everything to the stakeholder. Fresher telling this, it's like a boon for me. If I'm interviewing any fresher and if he or she can explain me this, definitely he'll be hired, he or she.
Okay, so this is the project yesterday I've already created for the recording. For the benefit of you, I will just put create project.
Yes.
I'll create project. You just have to give a name, PRJ. PRJ.
You guys should give final end to end, okay? Give a meaningful name.
Name. Yeah, just go on next. And here you would give a name to your, now we are connecting with AWS and Snowflake, okay? So you just give a name for the AWS connection. So this is usually your environment name, okay? So you can give a name like AWS connection, but this is the name when you're doing testing phase, QA phase, and the production phase. You would be using this different environment. So the name should convey that, okay? So I will say environment dev. Okay. So next is the instance credentials I had created. Let's create a fresh one. Okay. So credentials, AWS.
So this is a very important crucial step which Renita is doing. If you encounter error here, you cannot proceed with the project.
Yeah. So once you come here, you will have to come here and let me open one more instance. I would request you also to do the same. Okay. And give me a moment.
Access key.
Actually, I
IAM.
click on you. I have a suggestion, but you can always say IAM.
IAM stand for identity and access management. All your key and secret key. This who will give you this? You don't have to create while working in a company. Your client or stakeholder will give you. Okay, so don't worry on that part. You just need to feed them. If they are not given you, it's your responsibility to ask. Definitely they will give you. In the documentation, this will be mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, see, when you come down here, you have access keys here. This is what I created yesterday. And once you create an access key, you cannot retrieve it again. I would suggest to keep a copy of that file, plus keep it with you as well. So
We will be showing you how to create an access key,
yeah,
just to show you.
This create an access key, and this would
Ha,
be
sure.
key.
So make sure, guys, you copy this
Yeah.
user, whatever the password and this one.
I will. Yeah, you can copy from here
Yes.
directly. Okay.
Or you can download our .csv file also for your reference.
So
Leave it, we don't have to create.
Yeah,
Just we wanted to show them.
right.
We have already created.
So once you have saved this, just say done, and let's go back to Matillion, and here I will put my access key.
Show them the one which you have created. So here you have to put your access key ID and the secret access key which was hidden using ***.
Yeah. Please don't share your secret access key with anyone.
So these are very confidential. So your entire key will get compromised.
Yes. So is it because I already
Space. You have already created. Use the same thing. Yeah.
It's not.
Click on test.
So click on test, and if it's successful, it means all is well. Okay. So the one I created today is AWS Dev. So I'll quickly test here as well, which also is good. Say okay. So next, we will go for Snowflake. So in Snowflake, if you there are two ways to get this credentials. One is you would have received a mail saying, I know your personal link. Or you can access it directly from Snowflake. I'll show it to you from Snowflake. Come here, go to admin, go to accounts, and you see this thing here. So you need to copy this URL. Okay. Basically, we need this string between HTTPS and Snowflake computing. Okay. So
they're waiting. Once and guys, 4 people are waiting in the lobby. Start the view. Don't join the class late, guys. Please. Those folks from analytics with Anand, admit all. It's very irritating if you're joining in between. I won't allow you. Close it.
Yeah, so you need to copy the string between HTTPS from like whatever is it for you, to before .snowflake computing. Okay, I'm copying this. Okay, and I go back to here. So you don't need to memorize all these things because they have given beautiful comments here and they're clearly letting you know which part you need to copy, okay? And you can give your username. And the password. Okay. So if whatever you put here was right, when you go to the next section, you will have all these things auto-loaded. Okay. Yeah, let me quickly check again. My password, I think I've included a space.
These credentials has to be correct, absolutely correct. Then only you can see all your database, data warehouse coming into picture. Wait.
Yeah, it's coming. So I will take my role, your role. I'll take this as my default warehouse. So, okay. So now we need to select our default database. Now that you all have not created it yet, we will go to Snowflake and create that first. So we go to Snowflake, go to your, I will show you the documents. So in
Which of it?
the DDL, yeah.
DDL.
So you have the DDL scripts here, okay? Please copy the scripts from the DDL and yeah. So yeah, go to worksheets. I have my DDL loaded already. So you will get the same components. So what do we have here? We have a restaurant DB and I'm creating 3 different schemas. It's always nice to keep it clear, separate, things separate. Metadata should not mix with your source data and destination data. So the one metadata small table, which I told you all about, that we are creating a separate schema and we are saving it here. And this will be our source DB, okay? And we'll create 2 tables here, menu items and order details. And this will be the destination DB, where we'll create another same set of tables. If you notice, I've kept the same name with underscore DES, which means those are destination tables. Okay, so that's the script here. You can run it one by one. So
No, no, no. Guys, run it and let us know if you are ready, if you can see the database. So we'll directly go to the Matillion, we'll select the database, which Renita will be telling you.
Yeah. So
make sure you run the DDL script.
Yeah. So please run it, the entire script. So the job will be done. And I think I'll give you a minute so that you run your DDL scripts. Yeah, this keeps happening because ours is a trial account. So you too might face it. So don't panic, just wait. That gives you all time to run your DDLs. I'm waiting to regain this connection that is lost.
This will keep on happening because it's a trial account. So don't worry for that part. I'll say reload it to the entire Matillion.
Okay, let me reload it.
If it happens, just reload. So all the real problems will happen like this.
So
That's the beauty of this live session.
Okay, I think I've lost what.
Project we have already created now. We can show them.
No, it was on the process connection. So yeah, what you all can do is, so let me quickly.
Show them
That's
your,
the-
yes.
Yeah, and one.
You do that step, guys. We have already done it, so we'll show you.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. You came from the AWS screen wherein you gave your credentials. You gave your Snowflake credentials. You select, we came up till this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Test.
Once this is done, give a test.
Yes.
Okay, if it's success, it's done. As soon as you finish, you will find your projects ready here. Okay.
Let me know if it's till here, if it's done.
Yeah.
2-3 minutes, I'm giving you. I'm taking it very, very slow. Those who are very, very new to Matillion, they don't know ABCD of Matillion, kindly do not attempt this project. Just watch. Yes. Those who know, go ahead. Yeah. I need 5-6 thumbs up. Who has given me? Krishna has given me. Very good, Krishna. Others? Chavi is also done. Others? 5 people I need at least. Kalpana, very good. Payal, good. Super. Okay, we can proceed.
Okay, so before I do the end-to-end project from scratch, I will show you how does it look and we'll run it once and see. Okay, these are the different jobs we need to create. This is the mother component, okay, where everything runs. Okay, so I will just run it, say run job, and it should run. You will notice how quick it is, you know. Yeah, we are done. So in this few seconds, it has pulled the data from S3, it's done its cleaning, it's done, and it's done a little of transformation and loaded it into your destination database. And this section would be the messages if it is success or failure. Okay.
Show them the mail. We will be getting mail.
Yeah.
We'll show you the mail. Just we are giving you an overview. We'll do component by component, word by word. So just she ran, and now we'll see how the. You can log out. You can log in yours. We'll show you the message, success message. Usually what happens in the company, guys, we don't share the success message, we share the error message. If there's any breakage in the pipeline, then the message get triggered to the data owner, product owner, right? So that we know where the fault is and we can rectify. Success message we don't give. Just for the explanation purpose, we have added both success and failure. Later on, we'll do some wrong changes in the code and you'll see how the how the failure message also you're getting with complete detail.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, she's logging into your Gmail. She'll show you how the message will come. Loading.
Yeah, it's loading. Okay, while it loads, I will show you once it loads. So it will give a great detail. You will get a message. So when it is success, actually we usually don't care for it. But when it's a failure, you will always want to know what is the error, and you can't always sit and keep staring at your screen whether it is success or failure. So you will get an email. You can also configure an SMS. Whether the job was successful or not. Usually in companies, they will put this at multiple points to know if multiple points have failed. So now because I've put only over here, if it fails here, I will not get a notification. Okay, so the checks happen at multiple points. So that's how the architecture looks. Let me take you to the documentation and again show you. Now that you have seen the entire implementation and I've shown you the architecture, this is now let's relate that architecture to this images. Okay, this is the first part where we are loading from S3 into, that's why I named it one, loading from S3 into your source database. Here what we do now, after this what we have to do, we have to find whether it is active or not. We do it at this point. We have a nice component called query result, metadata to grid, query result to grid. So basically what we are doing, our metadata table, we are pulling that info and bringing it, and then we will filter it based on if it is active or not. And print components, I'm just keeping it there so that when you're debugging, it is very helpful to know, which component, what values do your variables carry. Okay. Once you come here, so let me give a quick reference here. So we have done with this loading, we have done with this part, and now we need to iterate here. Okay. This iteration is done at this point. Okay. We are calling another transformation, another orchestration job, and we are iterating here using an iterator. And what this will do is every time it will send one table, and when that table work is done, it comes back here, and then the next table. That's how iterators work, right? So, based on what happens here, we will receive an SMS message. Once all the tables are done, and that is when you can run a transformation component over here. Okay, that's how the entire thing, if you put it in terms of components, this is how it will look. Okay?
Let me show you the S3 bucket also where we are pulling the files from. Show them the
Yeah.
S3 bucket. You should be knowing exactly where the data is. First tab. Just duplicate the tab. S3 is type S3 and show them. So make sure you create an S3 bucket, right? S3 stands for simple storage service where we will be storing all our file.
Yeah, create a bucket. This is my bucket name. You just have to say create bucket and just go down here. No, I think you have to just create a.
That's the bucket name and then you are good to
Yeah.
go. Don't change any configuration, anything as of now. Let's keep it simple.
No changes, just create a bucket. And once you create a bucket, you can create a folder. So like I always say, you should keep everything neat and segregated. Create I put it as Matillion table input. And these are the files. How do you upload it? Click on upload, say add files. And you can just I won't say.
It's a simpler process, the way you
Yeah.
do on GitHub, Google Drive, and any
Even
other
on your
platform.
Facebook, how you
Yes.
fill in your photos, no? Menu and order details are the two CSV files that we need. Just pull in and it will be done.
Show
Okay?
them, and we'll wait 1 minute. Go back.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Let me know if this is done. So these two files are there in your GitHub. Download the entire folder from GitHub. Create the folder which Renita has created. You can give your own name, be specific, and inside that folder, give this two CSV file.
As of today, I would recommend try using the same names. I'll tell you why. So that if you're stuck when you're referring your document, you won't get confused. What did she name? What did I name? You'll be able to refer the same. So try giving same names. So that for at least for now, so that if you're detracked, you can come back on track using the document.
Meanwhile, we'll show you what this menu items and order details contains. Just open that file. Menu items. We'll show them what it contains.
So this is the order details. So basically it is, this is just the primary key of this. It is not giving any much, it's ID for each row. This is your order. If you notice, there are 2 means for the second order for each item that they have bought, they have made an entry. Okay. Order number 2, what date, what time, and what was the item you ordered. I specifically choose this because this is similar to the Danny's case, but with the timestamp. So you can do a lot of time intelligence things on your Power BI or whatever you have with. You can do a lot more analysis when there's a time component. So maybe once you are done with the learning Power BI, you can do a very good dashboard and it will be another full-fledged stuff. And this is about orders. And, this is the menu, just like our menus, the menu item ID. So this is the name of the menu, the category, whether it is American, Asian, and with the price. So I think by seeing the two tables, you would realize that this is the common column if we had to join, we had the menu ID there and we have a menu ID here, okay? So we would be using a join component wherein we will be joining using this particular column. I think I have given you a good gist of the data.
Are you guys done loading files into an S3? Just give me a confirmation. Again, 5 of you.
We are done.
Gaurav done. Aniket done. Others?
Done.
Super. Very good, Chavi.
So, yeah. Let me quickly check if my mail has been loaded.
Why it is not loading? Open in incognito. Something wrong with Gmail. Press this here. New incognito tab. Where is it? New incognito. Open. Let's try Gmail. Let's see. We'll show you the notification message also, which he has ran. Check the blanks, extra space. Yeah. See, it's there. Yeah.
So you
can you got it.
See?
Click.
Yeah, it's a AWS notification service. Is this what is being shown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Screen share.
Okay. So yeah, this is how you will get an email. See, the extraction and cleaning successfully completed. I've given a variable called job ID and I've given a variable called job name and a message. So because it's successful, you don't need much of an info. In case if it was a failure, you would have a big, because I also have taken a detailed error component variable, you will have a detailed error. Okay. So that's about it. Okay. Now we get into Matillion and create a fresh one.
Whatever Renita is showing, we will replicate entirely. Then only you guys will know what all component we are having it. Just rename same thing underscore copy.
Okay.
Because we will be teaching them, right?
And okay, I'm just creating a new folder.
Yeah. There it should be. Trial account, it takes some time because these are all trial. No, there only you just copy. You want to replicate this, right? So just create a copy here.
The full copy?
Yes, the full copy. Right click.
Oh, it's come inside this. Okay.
Right click that.
I don't have to create. This one.
No. You have. We will create all one by one. Because then only they'll be able to see it. Or create one entire folder. No?
Yeah, that was my goal.
Folder has not come.
It's come, but it's come inside.
Create an outside.
This will come. Yeah, it's come.
Yes, here let's create.
Yes.
So we are creating a copy for you because we want to replicate this entire thing for you.
Yes. And I'm keeping my documentation ready. So you guys also keep.
Guys, keep documentation also ready. Insane.
So yeah, as a prep, our AWS is ready, Snowflake is ready, Matillion is ready. So I've explained the gist. Okay, so we'll do the detail now. We'll pull this to my end.
So make sure you keep your documentation in one of the tab open and follow along with us.
Okay. So let me close this. First is,
So you see there and do it here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So first we create an orchestration job. I'm going to give the same name, okay? Because again, the goal is same. Because you guys should be able to follow from the document.
So you, everyone, each one of you, those who are doing, please give the same name.
Yeah.
So that there's no error.
Yeah, I've given it in the document, just copy and paste it. You don't even have to type it. And usually you will give a good job description, okay? Okay. So I received an error because I already have table with that name, so I would add a 2 in end of everything. So I'll add a 2 in the end and say, okay, yes. Okay, so we have got the start. Next is the S3 component. So we have brought the S3 load. So let me. Okay. First, what we will do is we will create. So generally what happens is every time you add the component and when you feel the need of adding variables, you add it. Okay. Now for the sake of the time and for convenience, we will add the variables now only in the beginning and I'll let you know when you should have added it. Okay. So just click on manage, right click, manage job variables. Okay. And generally you would know you can feed it this way, but the easiest thing is when you're copying, just click on text mode and I've given the text mode there, simply copy and paste. So there will be no typos today because we have everything here.
So we'll be explaining to each and every variable when are we doing it, for what purpose. Okay, as of now, just do it. As of now, just do it along with us and we'll be explaining to each and every variable. What is the need of variable? Right? Why do we create it? Job variable is nothing but with respect to that job, with respect to that particular task which we are doing, right? We have job variable, we have grid variable, and we have environment variable. Environment variable throughout the development environment, throughout the QA environment, it's like a global variable, right? Job means local variable. So all the variables which we are creating here pertain to this project. Okay?
It's not copying.
Right.
I don't know. It's.
Open the word file.
Yeah,
The word
trying
file.
to.
Open the word file. It will open here. Yeah. See which one? This one. Oh, expand this.
Okay, I need to particularly expand
It is opening there. Might be opening there.
it. Okay.
Minimize that. Let's see that it's. Well, that's the reason.
Okay, okay. So.
You can create it also one by one. Not an
Yeah,
issue.
yeah, I can.
They learn in that way.
Okay.
If they copy paste everything, then how they learn?
Just to be quick. Let me see if this copy works. For the benefit of, because we have to do a lot of this thing and
But why it is not copying?
no, I think when you convert it into a PDF, yes. So guys, if you
Ah.
are not able to copy it, it is there in the.
Yeah, we'll give them 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll within this screen. Just make sure this variable part is done. Job variable. We'll be explaining you what all these job variable are. For the timing, just create this. Yeah. Yeah, they have this file.
Yeah, you can pull in the Word version of this. You will not have issues.
No, Word file is not there.
Not there.
No, they'll type it. Let
Okay,
them learn.
you type it, yeah.
If they copy paste, they won't learn anything at all.
Please.
Go to that screen. We'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll be there in this screen for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You let me know if you are ready with this. Down. Choose version panel. Just go up. None. Yeah, let it be. Now let's keep it natural. Okay. Cancel. Yeah.
Close.
Mhm.
Okay.
Paste it in chat, we copy from. No, copy paste. Don't do this copy paste behavior. You won't learn anything. So I'll explain you this variable. So how many variable we are creating? We are creating a dictionary name, which is for the root folder. We are creating a file name. We are creating JVDB, load type, schema, and table name. These are the name. Type you can see. Behavior is the shared. Okay, visibility we are keeping it for the public, and value we are specifying it. Okay.
The value is the default value.
Yes.
Anyways, we'll be since they are variables, we'll be passing different values when we iterate.
But for the time being, just give the same value which we have given. Okay. Dictionary name, why she has given mat table input? Because this is the name which we have given in the S3 AWS. Show them.
Yeah.
So give the same name which is there. See, majority of time, why you guys will be facing error? You will give something else name and then you won't be able to map it there. So I don't want that to happen.
So the file name is also menu items, but we are actually having two files. I'm just giving the first one because just as a default.
Do it and let me know if these all variables are created. So these all variables will be utilizing in our project. So I'll tell you what each variable will mean when we go deep down. Again, I am waiting for your input for thumbs up if you guys are done. 5 thumbs up I need. Then we are good.
This is a bucket name, right? Dictionary name is. This dictionary name is nothing but a bucket name, right?
Done, Shavi. Good. Others?
Anyways, the text mode is still there. You just have to put it in the right slots. Just click.
They have the file. It becomes easy, guys. We have given you very nice documentation. What else you want? These kind of documentation, you won't find it anywhere. Trust me, in company, the documentation is like if you will scratch your head. Who has created this? Even in my company, because it will be created in a very, very highly efficient manner, not like a baby step which we have given. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dictionary name is the
S3
name
bucket.
of your
So
not the bucket. It is the folder that you have created inside the bucket.
It's not the bucket name, it's the folder.
We won't write the bucket name because when we'll be creating a stage, we'll anyways give the path till here. Okay. So
We have shown them the stage part.
we have to.
Okay. Vicky, very good. Yeah, Vicky, I want you also to be very active. Make sure by the 2 o'clock, if our projects get over, yours should also get over. Forget about Power BI. I want Matillion things to be up and ready. Yeah.
Wait.
1 more minute. Very good. 1 more minute. We'll wait. Good. And I want all of you after the end of this project, once you are ready with the Power BI later on, right? I want the complete and this project in your manner. You have to explain it on the LinkedIn. Write all the steps and everything, what you have learned from this project and what you have implemented end to end and share across. Use proper hashtag Matillion. Okay. Let the Matillion people also should know it. Many of you are not using the hashtag Matillion. You have to use tag Matillion folks. I want them to know, right? Majority of the Matillion folks say senior architect is under in my LinkedIn connection. So use the proper hashtag, guys. You are in the digital world. Okay, make sure you tag Matillion. Yeah, we'll proceed.
While this is done, we have to create one more. That is the we don't. Give me a second. Yeah, we need to create one more variable, grid variable. Right click, manage grid variable, and okay, I'll create it with you guys only. I've given all the details in the document. So the name is this. Okay. I've kept it copied and public name. Okay. So what is grid variable? You know, now normally when we think of variable, it's only one space. You know, the name of the person, or it's one bit. Now arrays, so the variable can be like arrays also, it can have many things. But what is grid variable is, it's like you're having an entire table with you, okay? The entire table is there to play, okay? So here I'm creating one variable which will be a table for me, and I'm telling what is the column names of that, okay? And the column names would be the table name.
And load type. To know more about the grid variable and all this, documentation is again available in your GitHub. That's the reason I have given the entire material.
So table name, text, and load type.
So table name will have the list of the table, and load type, as Renita was telling you, iterator and which is the other one?
Reload.
Reload.
R and I.
R and I.
Okay,
And we have kept it text.
that's all. So you can give the defaults if needed, and I think we'll give the defaults. Wait. So
Okay.
the name will be the table name. I'm going to,
Menu items.
yeah, I'm going to see my table creation for menu items. I'm just gonna copy paste it.
These tables I could have created with Matillion also. The reason I said Matillion is a no-code platform, I could have created from there. But again, the steps will become more. That's the reason I have created it in the Snowflake. Yeah. Using the table creation component, we can create this. Table name. Menu items. Last one. So give the menu items details over there.
Menu items, and the load type for menu items is R.
R.
So let me just remove the rest. It's
It's okay, you can again enter.
yes,
Okay,
okay,
yeah.
and say, okay.
One more is there?
No, that's
Only one. Okay.
These are the two variables, kind of variables we are using. So let's continue with
Yes.
the SNR S3 load.
As the name says, S3 load. We are loading the files from S3. S3 from AWS. So here the main things is the configuration. Do not do mistake here. Otherwise, you won't be able to load the file.
So now we have to create a stage. Okay. We are not finding. I have one because I've already created one. So let me quickly show you how to how to do it. So if yours was whatever is the environment that you're selecting. See, always be careful which when you're running, which environment is selected. Please don't run it in the wrong one. And to create stage, go to manage stages. So I have already created one, so I have one. You have to just click on plus, say create, if not exist. You can select the public schema here, give it some name. Okay.
We won't be creating it, we are showing you just the
Yeah.
steps, how to do that.
Yes, and then you say external.
Why external? Because it is connecting externally to AWS.
Yeah, and
Yes.
You can select whatever tool, but we are working with AWS
AWS.
today. Since we have already created credentials that time, when you're creating environment, you will have a drop down. So this is what I created with you guys. Okay.
Manage.
Yeah.
You can also see what credential you have created. In the manage section, we have created already.
This
Right?
is similar interface what we had when we were creating the environment.
Yes.
Okay.
So this has access key and all those password.
And your S3 path. So you just click here. So if your this was right, you just you go inside the table. You go till here. Your table, your bucket name, your table name. Okay. And
go. Is there go?
how do I read?
Wait.
Click on OK. And
Don't click on finish. Leave it.
Yeah, that's all.
Click on finish and then click it. We'll show them the one which we have created.
This is the one.
Yes.
So it will show up like this.
Do it and let me know if you're not doing it. Make sure you test it. Make sure you test it. See the path. Let this page be open. See the path, guys. S3 bucket till folder name we have given. Map table input. So I'll wait till your confirmation. Let me know whether your staging is done successful or not. This is important. Understand the picture in brain. We are connecting with AWS. Right? Snowflake. Matillion is in between. Matillion which ka part hai? Snowflake, AWS and this one. Sorry, Matillion, Snowflake and AWS. Okay, very good. Others? I will handle it. I'll handle it. What are the stages in your Matillion project? I will handle it. I'll come to that.
Grid variable load type, if you have written menu items, then it will be an R. We are reloading that table, so it will be an R.
Open documentation, yes, it's written there. Please open the documentation. Keep your documentation intact. Done. Very good. Yeah. Make it gentle. Make it gentle. Yeah. Very good. We can proceed.
Okay. So now that the stage is also done, please select your stage here. Okay. And yes. So the pattern you can, what I'm doing is through the iterator, I will be selecting because we have two files. I'll be sending it through a variable, and this would be the pattern. What does this mean? This means is I will just give the list of file names, okay, and it will pick one file name at a time. This is how you represent a variable in Matillion. And for that, I'm just appending .csv because for S3 load, it doesn't matter. You give it menu items .csv, it will go and search for menu items .csv. Since we are using iterator, automatically that menu items or whether it is order details, it keeps changing with the iterator. So that's what this means. Okay.
The reason we are not giving here pattern star means it will pick everything from that bucket. Suppose client has shared PDF file or Excel file. I don't want that. I want only the file name .csv. So any variable which we have created a file name variable. So $sign using you can access with a $sign, curly bracket, variable name .csv is the extension. That's what we have given it. Okay. Select your encryption type none. Select the warehouse, the same warehouse where your entire project is there. It can be a demo warehouse, it can be your warehouse, or it should be the warehouse which client has given you. In the environment, you will be having warehouse in the Snowflake. Select the same for which you have the necessary access.
You can give the DB and schema, but now we will start using our job variable. So let's have a look at our job variables again. JVDB will have the DB that we are working on. The load type will be the load type will be working on the schema, the current schema, and the table name. So I've just given JV so that I know it's a job variable. Okay. So at this point, I will just bring in my variable for the table. So this is the database. Yeah. Click on use variable GB and schema variable.
Our database and schema also we are using the variable.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's best to use why. I'll tell you why. Because say there is a change, you will not open every component and keep changing. What you will do now? You will just open your job variable, change things.
This is much better. Even in the company, we do like this using the variable concept.
So next would be the target table. So a target table, I have a string. I will explain why it is the way it is.
And now here the crux comes.
What this means. So what is happening is when we are using the iterator and loading with the S3, normally when you are not using variables, you have no worries at all. But when we are using this iterator, what was happening is every name was having double quotes next to it, because of which it was searching for a table in Snowflake with double quotes, which is again not a best practice to have double quotes in your table name, isn't it? So what I have done is I have used a regex in JavaScript. So in Matillion, most places you can write functions of JavaScript. Okay. So what does it do is it just replaces the double quotes. This is just the format under /G and all is a format. So basically, wherever there is a double quote, it will remove it. Okay. So that's what this means. Next, we will not load the columns here because we are using a variable. So no specific. Since we are using a CSV, we have a field delimiter, which is a comma. And yes, we have a header. So skip one. And
these are mentioned in the documentation again.
Yes. Also, one more important thing is say force load true. I'll let you know why. So, this Matillion and Snowflake has intelligence in them so that, they use less resources. If it feels that it is reloading the same thing, nothing has changed, it will not reload. Even if you are trying to run it again and again, it will not reload. So what does force reload do is it tells it like, please don't use the intelligence, just reload, So sometimes this becomes an hindrance if it is a false. So when it is true, you will have no issues. Okay. So make sure you say force load true. I've mentioned it in the document as well. We don't need to change the file type, default is CSV. Yeah, we are good here. Okay.
Next we'll look the fixed iterator.
Yeah, next we will pull in, once we are done with this, we'll pull in a fixed iterator.
Why the reason we are pulling this component of iterator? Because we need to iterate over certain set of files. Okay, you'll see once we'll do the configuration.
Yeah, so variables to iterate. I mean, see, these are the variables we had created. So I'm telling them that what you have to iterate is in the file name.
File.
Okay, so I'll load it that side and say, okay.
So we have made this project very, very realistic with respect to the company. We have not any hard coding is not being done here. Entire thing we are doing with the respect of variable. So that's why variable concept is very, very important from interview point of view. They will definitely ask you the difference between grid variable, job variable, and environment variable.
Okay, so next, now we have told him that the variable that it will use is file name. What should it pass? So these are the file names that we need to give, and it will search, it will feed these names one after the other. Okay, so
the two file name which we have menu items and order items, because this is there in your S3, right? The same file name you need to iterate.
see, that's all. Say okay. Recon failure. Record values in translated record in the task history.
Validation is an error.
It's not sitting on it. It means
Ah.
sometimes it will not just sit on it, so you will have to forcefully make it sit. So should be good.
Just check where it is giving error.
That's
Ah,
one component.
right.
So let me quickly run this entire job to see we are good till here.
You'll be able to see whether it is picking data from there or not. This is the first step. Expand, expand, expand.
Perfect. So
Expand.
you pick
Another.
menu items and it loaded 34
Good.
rows, and order details and it loaded.
Give me a thumbs up if you are done till here. If you are stuck here, you cannot proceed further. So we have used the fixed iterator component because we need to pass over this certain. We know the file name. That's the reason.
Target table in Snowflake
No, regex they want.
or regex. Okay, it's here.
The reason we implemented this regex because it was double quote issue was coming, so we have removed that.
Hello. Hello.
Is there in the
Hello, sir,
documentation?
can you hear
Gaurav?
us?
Is there in the documentation? We have made the documentation in a very crisp and clear manner. You won't be having any issue if you follow that. Don't change the name. Don't try to change anything in the documentation. You'll mess up things then. Give the same name as it is.
And even the case, it should be a higher case. So because it will search the table name based on that. We have seen that if you are giving initially as a higher case and your table name is in the lower case, it will fail.
Correct. So
So
don't change anything at all. If you see table name, M capital, rest small, give as it is. Blindly follow the naming convention.
we are giving the same thing because like I told, if you try to put custom values, I mean the values hard code it into the components, later for you to change it will be very difficult. I mean, say tomorrow the name of the database changes. Say tomorrow the name of the schema changes, whatever be the requirement. So in our workspace, we never hard code anything.
Correct.
So at the max, they will create a file and they will keep attach it with a variable. It's called config file and we access from there. So we don't have that config file concept here. So I would recommend keep most of the things in terms of variable so that this is very one, even though we see it as a very big project, things get even complex. And you don't want every time the change happens, you load each component and check, have I written here, have I written here, have I written here. That's a very difficult thing to debug. So always best to keep in terms of variables. Because what you have to do is just come, okay, here, okay,
Just
this is
change
the
the value.
variable. Yeah, that's all you need to do. So that's safe and easy.
So many questions will come. It's good that you're asking all this question because definitely in the interview when you're gonna represent this project, they will ask you how's the architecture, what are the complexity which you have failed, everything they'll ask you. Which all components of Matillion did you use? So make sure you're thorough with this all. No. It won't get processed because you have given the extension .csv Mustaq. If the file in AWS S3 project party file, what will the process to get in Matillion?
No, you have to just select
the file type.
Yeah.
Select the file. File type is there. No? Select the file type. But they have to change the pattern also. .parquet they have to change.
Yeah.
Yes. In the variable name you have to change it.
Yeah, here instead of .csv, you will have to put the rest.
.parquet, yeah. Whichever is the extension for that file. We created database restaurant sales, so we'll give that only.
Yeah, you are indirectly giving the same thing.
Same thing, same thing.
JVDB, no? The default value is restaurant.
See, the reason we have implemented this label just to teach you the concept, okay? You can hard code the database. If you are pretty sure it's not gonna change ever, give the database. No one is stopping you that. Later on, if the database gets changed or anything happens, that's the reason we have given it. That's for the sake. Nothing else. Yeah. So is this up and running? S3 load is done for you all. Are you able to read the records? I need a thumbs up for the reading the records. 34 and 12,000. Chavi done good work. Others? Guys, we have to make it really quick. It's already 12:30. This is a very big project. It will cross beyond 2 also, I'm thinking. Make it fast. Is this project is coming the migration? No. Entire data. This is a part of data analytics project where I'm integrating data engineering methodology. Okay, this is the data analytics project only. I'm not doing any code migration. Have you seen anything I'm migrating? No. I'm reading the file, I'm processing it, and then I'm triggering it and loading it back to the Power BI use.
So it is called ETL. It's not migration. It's called ETL. ETL means extract. You transform it, and then you load it into a place where you need it. Because you can't, not everyone wants it to be sitting in AWS, right? And usually the source is not only AWS. It can be somewhere in Azure. It can be in your MySQL. So in that case, what you will have to do, you have to pull data from multiple sources, transform it, and I think recording is stopped.
No, we are not recording this. We are not recording this, Anurag. This is a live session. Any live session is not getting recorded. Yeah.
So now there's a new concept wherein you, instead of extract, transform, and load, you do extract, load, and transform. Because people would want to transform it in using something else. So they don't want to keep it inside a component. So now today, actually, what we are doing is we are extracting, we are doing a little of cleaning, and we are doing the transformation will be done in the end. Okay, we are doing the loading, and then you can do the transformation using Power BI, like I mentioned. So this concept is not migration; it's called ETL.
We can proceed now.
Okay, so the next component is query result to grid. So I'm pulling that here, connecting it. Okay.
Give proper meaningful name also. Naming is mentioned in the documentation.
Yeah, so let's go with the advanced mode here. In advanced mode, you can directly write the query. So I'm just writing the advanced mode, and
the reason we choose the advanced mode, we don't want to go component. A few SQL flavor also we want to bring into picture.
Yeah.
So that's why.
If it was basic, you will have to use these
Components
and do it. So I'll click the advanced, and we'll run an SQL query. It is doing nothing much. It's just the metadata table that we have created is just pulling all the values. So let's go through this. So yeah, we're just pulling in all the table name, the load type, the active, basically the 3 columns, and I'm filtering saying only when is active is true. Okay. And why have I put upper? Because many times they would be typos, okay? And people write, in a camel format, or you write in a smaller format. And we don't want to, like, the system won't understand that. It should be in one particular format. So I'm converting everything to upper for that future case wherein the mistakes might happen. So click on sample and you will have the data here. It will pull from your Snowflake and it will show the sample here. This is what you should get. Say okay. And then what happens? Then what? You have to give a grid variable. Say
one which we have
created already. Okay. And in this grid variable, we will map. Okay. In grid variable, if you remember, we only give table name and load type. So now we are telling from this table. Table name will be the table name. The load type will be the load type. And say okay. That's all. That's all with this component.
Done with this step. Again, 1 minute I'm giving you for this. Yeah, so many components. Chat. Those who are doing it, please guide the other members accordingly in the WhatsApp group or wherever they reach out to you for help. Next.
So next one is like I told, it's a simple Python component. I just want to see since I'm iterating, I want to see what are the variables what values they are carrying. So I just put in a Python script, okay, and I will be just printing the grid component and all the variables that I am going to use next. Okay, so let me quickly run this. If you see, it is the way it is showing is in a list format. Okay, all the grid variables. The normal job variables is only a single value. So I'll say okay. So in a normal case, say you don't want this component, you can just say disable component. So when it runs, it will not pick that up. Okay. But this is very helpful at the time of debugging. Say something goes wrong, these Python scripts will help you a lot because they'll come up in the logs as well. I'll show you once. I'll run this now once. Okay. Run job. So yeah, at this point you can see a query result to grid has happened, and the Python script, it nicely shows you know, what is there. So
we have come halfway.
No, 1/4.
1/4. 30%.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll be a little quick. Okay. Transformation. Yeah.
You guys are doing great.
Yeah.
You along with us, just keep doing it.
Orchestration.
The best part is you have the documentation.
Yeah.
Even if you are lagging, you can follow.
So the run orchestration job, I'll give the same name. Please try giving the same name. So this is just a description. You can iterate over each table. Okay. So what is this doing? You know, run orchestration will run one more orchestration. It's like a postman. Okay. And now you have to tell it, which is the job it has to run. And I will just we need to create this. Okay. It's showing for me because I've already done. So for you, it may not show up. I will add an extra log too. Okay. Because
they are not created, right?
No.
Okay.
This is.
We'll
I need to put 2 everywhere extra because I already have a copy of this.
Okay.
So say okay. It will say unrecognized. It's because we have not done it. So we'll do it. And then we need to pass few scalar variables. Okay. What is scalar variables? So these job variables, you need to pass from one job to the another. This is the way. This is the pipe. This is like a pipe that you're passing from one house to another house. So if it is a job variable, you have to send it as a scalar variable. If it is a grid variable, you have to send it as a grid variable. And what happens here is the next component also should have that same, you need to map it, right? So you're basically mapping. So let me go here.
We'll create that job if it's possible for them.
Yeah, we'll create. So just copy and we'll do right click, create an orchestration job, give that same name and say okay. Yes.
Let's create that one.
Yes, let's create this. And
what this job will does?
This will do in our all the below stuff after the iteration. So all the other components are sitting inside this.
Okay.
So this is at this point it's only iterating.
Just iterating over the files,
Yeah,
reading it, and then it gives me the
heavy
details.
duty
Okay.
done here.
Okay.
So yeah, we do this here, and we again need all the job variables here. So I'll say manage job variables. An easy trick to copy the job variables is just to right click job variables. We will need DB, load type, schema, table name, and we need an extra one called primary key. So just control, click, 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 right click, copy,
Oh, wow.
and say job variables, paste rows.
Super.
Okay, so this is done. So we'll add one more. It's called JV primary key because we need to do multiple joins and all that. So we need which key is the primary key. So primary key, check shared public, and yeah, just I think it's order details ID. You can give because it's a default name. So that should be okay. That's all. Yes. So once you're done with this, this was in, you created variables in the second one. In the first one, we continue here. So this Matillion doesn't recognize immediately. You just have to open it and close it again. So it has recognized now. Now we are mapping. Now that we have already created the variables there, just click on this and you will have to just map. So I try to give the same names if you notice because we copy pasted because you can give a different name and what happens is you will have to map. So you say you gave in the second table JVDB2, you'll have to say okay JVDB of the job 1 and will be JVDB of top. Basically you're telling you're mapping it, okay, and you have to put this in a variable format, okay, and say yeah I'll give her some time for you all to copy this.
We can proceed. They have in the documentation.
Yeah, okay. So. Yeah.
Just for the documentation, guys. Even we are afraid.
Yeah.
See, it's a very big project. Even we forget the steps. Okay.
It's not something you will do in a day.
So it's not a one-day job. Okay. In order to do this task, you might take even weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks time. We have taken almost 4 weeks, right? Just we are teaching you in 2 to 3 hours. That doesn't mean this ek raat mein ho gaya ye. Right? It almost took us 1 month. Lots of error, lots of debugging, many things.
So I will be adding a grid iterator. I think most of you all will know the difference. So we use fixed iterator because we had to iterate over fixed number of values. We are using grid because we are directly going to use the grid variable and iterate over them over. Okay. So let me update the values in the grid variable. So the grid variable that we created, one and only, and we need to map it. And then that's like it's like everywhere. Just click on this, fill in this, fill in this. That's all. Okay. So you're just mapping. What you're telling is the grid variable, the column table name, it will load into your variable called table name, and the load type will load into your variable called JV load type. Now you understand why I have given that JV there. So otherwise it would have created a lot of confusion. So now you know like your variable JV means it's a job variable. Okay. So say okay. Yeah, break on failure, no sequential records, yes, and yeah, this is all good. So it's gonna iterate. I think we'll wait for a confirmation here.
No. It won't help you in data engineering interview. No, straight no. Data engineering is entirely a very, very versatile domain. They won't ask you this thing. This is an extra. एक कहावत है हिंदी में सोने पे सुहागा, right? Getting it's like a gold ring with embedded diamond in it. There can be simple gold ring with just gold, and there can be diamond ring which I am wearing. Okay, gold ring with embedded diamond. So ये वो हो गया. You are enhancing your data analytics portfolio by taking it to the next level. Okay. Few of the data engineer role it might help. Yes, if there is a role for Matillion data engineer, go ahead. 10th of course. Anything related to Matillion, it will help you. If the JD talks about Matillion, definitely 100% it will help you. From that point of view, I'm telling you. Not just in general data engineering. Because data engineering is an entirely very big chapter. It will only help you in the Matillion interview. Only. Yeah, and data analytics, of course, how you have taken your data analytics journey to the next level. So you will say, I have got an ETL tool called Matillion, and I have integrated my data analytics project with Matillion in order to automate the process. What you have automated? Talk about all these things. Yeah, why you have integrated Matillion? Talk about all those things. Let's proceed further.
Let's proceed. So we need to create an SNS. So let me pull up the SNS component, and then I will.
SNS means simple notification service from AWS.
It's the same thing I showed you all the. Give me a second. So I'm gonna just gonna copy. Another easy thing is just copy and paste. So you will get a copy of it.
One for success, another for failure.
Yes. So like you see here, the green means the success. This color means unconditional, and this is failure. So I will connect the success here.
It's very easy. If you want success, connect to green. If you want failure, connect to red. Failure also will show you. Will show them. Will change some table name. Will give the wrong values, and accordingly it will trigger.
So next is I'll quickly show you all how to get the SNS done. Pretty easy SNS. Okay, I've already created one yesterday, but let's create one more. Say you give a topic name.
SNS underscore Matillion. It's like that.
Just put a new so that I know it's today's. So yeah, I'll just click on standard. If you just want to give a different name, I will keep the same. And say create topic. Yeah. So you have created a topic now. Now, like you subscribe to a channel, like or you subscribe to internet, your Airtel, you need to subscribe and tell where you want the notification. Okay. So click on subscribe. See, these are the options. Okay, we have covered SQS during our Matillion classes, but you have an email option, you have an SMS option. Choice is yours. But generally, no one sends an SMS in our setup. It's an email, and the endpoint will be the email where you want to receive the messages. Okay.
So any ETL project, if you do SMS, of course, will get. We can add here also the resource group in your company. Suppose I want to send emails to 1,000. Right, to 1,000 customers, to the 1,000 stakeholders. So we'll create one email group and I'll attach that. So everyone will be a part of that. That's why we get a message, right? Even your manager, project manager, senior engineer, architect, everyone will get a message on the failure.
So I'll update this email and say create subscription. Pretty easy, very straightforward. So what happens is you will have to go and check in your email, and I'll quickly refresh this.
Incognito will open.
Yeah, okay.
Where is that window? Now open.
Yeah. So I received this. Okay, I just have to click here and say confirm subscription. Okay. Just like when you subscribe to any portal, what you do is you need a confirmation from your email. So once you have done this and you come back here, I'll refresh this. SMS Matillion, yes. So you will see the status as confirmed. Once you have done this, you can use this component. Until then, it's not possible. Okay. So once the SNS is done, come back to Matillion. At this point, if you give me a second.
Topic name.
Yeah. So your topic name will be listed here. Okay. I can select the new one as well. Say okay, and
message.
The message. This is just the heading. Okay, and
this is the message which we will type.
No, the message. Yeah, this is like actually this is usually the subject of your email. Will be AWS notification message. So what you want in that message will be put in here. So I have
There's a format for this, I
Yeah.
think, where you need the job variable name, everything.
Yes,
It
so
comes.
no, you can, so basically this is like a text field, okay? So for the,
Yeah, that what I was
Is
talking about. Dollar job ID.
Yeah.
Yes.
so this is a normal text that I have put. So these are the different variables that Matillion itself generates, okay? It's auto-generated. There are many messages. So you will see one more extra when you say the failure message. Obviously, there is a detailed error variable. Obviously, while it's a pass, I will not put it because there's no point in putting the thing there. So in
Same you configure it for the failure also.
failure as
Exact same way. Yeah. We'll give you 5 minutes for this. We'll execute it and we'll wait for 5 minutes for you all to do it. Those who are doing it. It's good. Nobody is getting any error. Following a process then.
Yeah, we are done with this much.
Can we run this?
Yes, we can.
Success they have seen. Can we do the something failure? Can we change some name anywhere?
Here, or I can put this SNS here and check show the failure.
No, we can change some table. No, to change
Table.
कर देते हैं
Okay,
anywhere.
but everything is running from variables.
So the variable we need to change. Let's see. Just make it menu items item SS. One more S you add. I want to see just. Now can we run?
Can-
Job. Yeah, let's see what it get triggers.
Because we are still loading everything and everything is happening automatically. It's not depending on that thing. But
Because where?
yeah, because
Why?
we are not relying, that was the default value. We are not relying on the default values. So another easy thing to show is I will put an SMS message failure here from the script, Python script, and I will write a wrong Python script.
Okay, this is at the end. That's the reason.
No, and moreover, wherever it is referring to this job variable, we are not relying on, this is a default value. Default value is when you have done a mistake.
Okay, then we'll change something else then.
Yeah, we will. So what we will do is in Python, we'll write a wrong script. This will fail.
Okay, let's see.
This should fail.
Okay, but they can check it there only. So rather than doing it Python.
This is a way to let them know how.
Okay,
how
okay. Now let's trigger. Let's see. I just want to show them how the message looks in case of failure. If any things happen.
See, there was a failure here. So let's go to our mail.
So mail might have got triggered.
Yes.
Again. Go back.
See,
Super. Yes. What is the error message?
wait.
No, this is for the successful.
This one. Yeah, error message.
Error message. Detail error table Python script. So guys, can you see this? This is how you will debug your Power BI report. If you don't see any data, if the data engine is not available, it's your job to see where exactly the pipeline is. This I have done in Uli River. I told my manager, this is not my task. My task is to develop Power BI. She said, no, Anand, you should know this. That's the reason I have to tell you. Learn in a right way. Okay, you will be able to figure it out just by reading this up. Okay, something's wrong there. Python script. Directly go inside the Python script and check it. So this is how you learn it. Till here, if it is done, I'm giving you 5 minutes. Open the chat. Let's see how many people have done. Are you doing? Mustaq, whole Ramayana is about to get over. Now you're asking, what is Ramayana? Come on. What is the heading says? Go to YouTube and check the heading. Go to YouTube and check the heading. Go to YouTube and check the heading. What this project says. How the entire any ETL project looks like. This is an ETL project.
Using Matillion.
Using Matillion, Snowflake and AWS, and I'm integrating this as a part of data analytics. Okay, by integrating with Power BI. You'll see more. We have not done cleaning. Still more is there. Renita has to show you. Yeah, data analytics part we have not come. That is yet to come there. You have just seen the big picture. Still here, is it done? Vicky, Swati, Kalpana, where are you guys? Don't leave this project in between. If you are doing it in a sync, do it in a sync. Bhook, pyas, sab sahi. You see, we are even not having coffee here, right? We are not taking a break because we are in a flow. So let's complete it completely. Do it. Now we have the next job.
This one.
Yeah.
It's the crux and then it was.
Yeah, okay. Now we'll go to the next orchestration job. Give me a thumbs up if you're done till here. And then we'll integrate all this job together. Chalo, let's move.
Okay, so now we have told this through this particular component that next you need to go to this orchestration job, right? So we'll go to that orchestration job and we'll start adding in components. I will quickly get this here and
Sure,
give you a, yeah. So this is the second part of it. So if I go into our initial architecture, yeah. So we have done this part, the blue part. Okay, we have done the blue part. Now we are getting into the black part. And inside the black part, we will create this gray area and this pink area. Okay, that will be another jobs. Okay, those are pretty small. So we'll do the black part now. The first job variable, the second job. So first we'll pull in, I'm just pulling in the Python script because now, I'm telling you why. Because since now we are iterating, we want to be sure what variables is coming here. Okay, so quickly, we have configured this. Configure the grid variable. Okay. So we need one grid variable here. Okay, because we need to store the column name. So say manage grid variable, click one, and I will name it ds underscore columns. All these details are in the document. I'm copying from there itself. Say shared and public. Okay, so and here I will update and say this is my column name and I will also carry my primary key. The problem is we cannot find the primary key in your transformation component. So we have to do this part in the orchestration and pass it on. Okay. So I've created two, and next it would be, we are filling in the details. Okay. So basically the first table, it's all values I'm loading. The order table, whatever is the column name, and if it is primary key or not. But anyways, we are pulling the which is a primary key, we are pulling with the component of metadata from the grid. Okay, we are using that component anyways, but this is a default, right? So we need to give one set of values here. So if this is done, I have clicked OK, and this would be our grid variable. So what I will do in Python script is just print my all of my variables just to be sure. So this is not vital in terms of the running of the software, but it helps when when you will be creating one, this will be very helpful to know what variable is coming. Okay. My print component is up. It's nothing here. You just pull in the component and put in the script. Script is mentioned in the document. You're just printing the DB name, the schema name, and the table name that is coming inside this iteration. Okay. Next is table metadata to grid. Okay. Metadata.
So far, we have not done any data cleaning. That also will come.
Yeah.
Wait, we have not done any EDA.
So table metadata to grid, what it does, it will go to our table, pull in its metadata and give it to us, okay? And we have already created a grid component, right? It will fill the columns into the columns table and it will give the flag of the primary key. So it will not tell which is the primary key. It will say next to the the table name, it will tell me it's true, okay? We need to retrieve that as well in future. So once we come here, so we will use the variable here. And this is schema. So use variable schema and grid variable. We have only one. So, and then we will map it. Now, what are the metadata this component gives us? You can pull in all these metadata. You can pull in the name of the table, name of the column names, the type, the database type, the size, precision, what need be. These are the metadata that is available to you. You can pull in anytime. So if you have a requirement some other day to know what is a not null column, you can just use these, okay? Use this component and say, I pulled in the primary key, which is my target table. It is again a variable that is.
That's why we use the concept of variable, okay? It's very, very important.
Yeah, so now because we have put variable and like you see a table name, now say I had hard coded it, same.
Everywhere we need to change it. That's like a hard coding thing.
Not only that, now because this is multiple common, each table you would have to create one job. Right, so we usually don't work with 2 tables at all. I know it's more than 10.
More than that.
Yeah, so you don't want to create so many jobs. So yeah, that's about the metadata. Pretty simple. Python script just printing the stuff. Table metadata to grid is just getting, letting, we are pulling in the table column names and which one is the primary key. Okay. Next, I move to if component. What does it do? We had to check, right, whether it is a reload table or iterative table. That is done by the if component. Okay. So I am pulling in the if component.
Okay. See, that's the beauty. You don't have to write a single piece of code.
Yeah.
Drag and drop, drag, drop, drag, drop. That's it.
So let me give a me if.
There's a huge opening in my company for Matillion, but you need to crack the official certification. Then only I can help you, because most of you guys are not having experience. If you have the certification ready, reach out to me.
Okay. So in this if component, I have just given the name so that when you read it, you know what it's doing. So if the data it's R, so the mode I'll keep it as simple. And what is the condition? Condition is that the load variable JV underscore load type. This is equal to R. So that's the filter. So if it is R, it will come in here. That is true.
And that is false.
Yes. So we will again pull in one Python component. I'm not going to search there. I'm going to copy and paste here. Okay. So this is, we'll go with R. If it is R, it's here.
No, we copied it directly. Yeah, it's better every time.
Searching, it must be.
Are you right?
So the script. So let's, yeah, basically I wanted the same thing, print the same variables. An extra thing is, since we have loaded a grid component now, I want to see what's there in that as well. Okay, so even that gets printed. So if you see, this is the table name. Is it whether it is primary key or not? Table name, primary key or not? So same. Okay, so I just printed it there. Okay. Next, we are going to use. Guys, do I need to wait?
No, carry on. We will give them time. We'll give them time. We'll explain it. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll give them.
So now following this, we need two transformation jobs. One to do a prep, that is cleaning, and the second one is to do the reload. Okay, so. So we are in the R, and now we will go and create a transformation job for this. and one for this, okay? So let me pull in two components. The transformation component, run transformation. And once again, because we need two of them. And, okay. So first one would be the data prep.
Why we need two? First one is fine.
First one is for cleaning.
Okay.
So
Second
I showed the architect. It's for this one.
Okay.
Second one is for this one.
Okay.
So we can't merge them because this has to be created, one has to be created for each table because data prep of each table is different.
Maybe some has null value, some has missing value.
Some have column names.
Column name change. Yes,
So
exactly.
we would like to keep this different separately.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it is. So there are two components here. So I will.
But if the client is sharing me the data which has only the missing or null value, we can have
one. You can pass it. All the reload components can be one, but iterative, because the way we reload is different, we will need another.
Okay.
So transformation. I'll give the same name. V2 underscore 3. So what I'm going to do is, now again, I don't want to run keep multiple component since it is running multiple times. I don't want to create multiple this component. Okay, so I'm going to use variables here. I will use V23 and then I will append the name of the table. So it will automatically search for the respective. You will understand once I put it here. Give me a second.
What is searching?
I'm searching, so I've already started. Okay. Since we need to go to the next component, we will create that component as well. Basically, this has to go to the transformation component, right? So we'll create the transformation component of this, and then we will configure here. Otherwise, we will get an error here. Okay. So what we do is we say right click, create a transformation job. You can name it, please name it like this only. V2, I'll let you know why. V23 and menu items. Okay. Okay, that's because I already have.
You have the name.
Yeah.
Just give a copy of that.
3 menu items. Underscore. I'll add 3 2. Okay. So please, y'all can continue with adding V23, okay?
Check the documentation, guys.
Yeah.
It's mentioned.
So I'll let you know what changes you'll have to do there. So basically, we are going to keep this constant, and this will be a variable, and this will be your table name, okay? So say this is a new job. So new job now.
Now we'll do data cleaning.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to do the data cleaning, first, we need to get the input table. So table input. With the table input, we will get the source table. Okay.
Make sure you give a proper name. Otherwise, later on, you only will forget.
And here, actually, you don't need to use variable because, like I told, menu items will have its own customized component, job, right? So you can use variables, you may not use, doesn't matter, because anyways, you are going to have one for each. I would recommend using variables, like I told, when you're doing a repair, later it will be easy. So I will do for reload, for R component, I will use the same name. For the I component, we'll use variables, okay? So the DB is this DB, RDB, where the data is now, okay? And the target table.
Menu items.
Yes, it's the menu items. So what are the column names?
Select all.
Yes, select all and you're done. So let's quickly check. Yeah, it's pulled in everything. Now to do the cleaning, you have many components. Okay. So see, you have a lot of components here. Today we are only going to use distinct and filter. You can use change column and all the other components that are present there. Okay.
This thing we all know from SQL, what it will fetch you the unique records. If
Yes.
suppose 10 records, 2 are duplicate, it will give you a 9, whatever it is.
This is pretty easy. You just have to say, and you need to check based on what criteria you want it distinct between all columns. So you just select all. So just generally that's the case.
Yes.
So say okay, and next will be a filter. Pull in a filter, and in filter we will
Get the
say
condition.
that
Now
this
this filter is
column-
based on column. If you see any null values, missing values, so here you can filter if you know.
Yeah, is not say null, okay? And you can do for the rest of the tables as columns as well.
Name, category, price.
Right, so this is an extra thing, we will have to remove it, not,
See how it becomes. I'll show you the SQL script also for this. How Matillion will generate.
null, none. Okay,
Can we check the SQL part?
Yes.
The SQL part. Yeah. See, this is how it runs. Select start from this where we know from this SQL. Right? Where not is null means if it is null, it will convert to null. It will check.
yeah,
So that's how.
SQL we have one, not none. So, one keyword here is,
Good properties. Yeah.
so we are done with this, and next would be, now we are done, this is all the cleaning we are doing for today, you can add any more.
Any more you can add. But we have kept it very minimal.
So, and then we move everything into a view.
View. Clean item sets.
So. Now it's just done view.
Hmm.
So, yeah, you can actually select the same name. Guys, if you want to create variables like we had copied from the previous job to here, you can do the same
Same way
thing
also.
and you can use it. We'll be doing that. So now just be careful now. Now the schema and the table name that you're creating. So because so yeah, I'll be creating it in our destination schema. Okay. You can keep creating any of it, but just be mindful of that. Because later when you're writing query, to delete the view, we need to rewrite it properly. Okay, view. So it's the name of the view that I want. So I will give
Menu
it.
items view.
So I have intentionally given this name. So when I am deleting from the SQL, I'm deleting this view, I will use menu item as a variable there. So it's the table name, right? So I will say variable underscore view. So in that case, I don't need to mention the name again and again. Okay. So
Standard.
yeah,
That's it.
done. So this component is not, as if you see, it is by itself. It is not, it can be run by itself. It doesn't need this, only that it needs the source data over there.
You run and see whether it's.
Yeah, it's there. So now we can run the entire thing. Actually.
Entire thing is run.
Yeah. So it runs.
So we had 34 records there, right?
Right.
Now how much it will fill?
That will know only when if you print or.
Oh, we have not
Yeah,
checked.
so
Okay.
later it will become 32 because we have two distinct records.
Okay.
Not distinct.
And
Duplicate.
where we are integrating this?
In the end.
At the-
it's,
okay.
So we will know when we are putting it here back, right?
Okay.
So it will show the number of rows.
Okay.
Yes. So we are, so guys, we are done with this component. Now we'll go to the reload component. Okay, so let me create one more transformation job. And this job will be named v2 underscore 4 underscore. I'm just adding a 2 there.
Even the real project will be more complex than this. This is you're seeing a part of work which is done in IT industry. Right? You'll see full spider web flowing into the Matillion canvas. But component wise will remain the same. Yeah. Whatever we are covering.
So next will be reload. Reload is pretty simple, pulling the data from the view and putting it into your destination table. But since this will be our common components for all the reload tables, we have to create our job variables, okay? The job variable we need here is DB and schema and table name. So we can just copy it from here. We had it here. DB name and
These job variable also you could have made it as an environment variable since we are using across these jobs.
you can, but you can for the first component, but here we are iterating, right?
Achha.
While iterating, you cannot load to that component, environment component.
Okay,
So
okay.
you will have to use this. Initially for S3 load, you
S3 load for
could have put
yes,
it in.
whichever is common we can. So that across the environment we can use
Right,
this.
right. So, yeah, so we need DB, schema, and table name. I'm just copying that.
This project is best way to master your variable concept. It will be crystal clear after this. Why job variable, why environment variable, why grid variable. Just go and read. Documentation is there already.
I've created the job variable by just copying it. Then let me copy this grid variable as well. Okay. Quickly checking if this columns next. This is having order. So I'll change this to the columns of menu for now, because just for the default sake, otherwise anyways our iterator will handle it. Okay, so yeah, let me check if my job variable is, yeah, it's pointing to order details. So I will like to keep an, while we are running, we will not get error for this, but for us while creating the component so that we don't get error. Okay. Component, the variables are created. Now we pull in the SQL component. Okay.
See how many components we are teaching you in this complete project itself.
It's not doing anything much. We are just pulling the data from the view. Okay, I have to explain something here. So like I told you why I gave it that name, the order details name. So because this component is common, we would want to use a variable. So what will happen when it is menu items, it will become menu items underscore view. So you don't need to particularly write for each table. Okay?
Because in reality they'll be working with 10-20 tables at a time. Right? So every time writing the table name doesn't make sense.
Okay, it is not because we didn't run it, right? So the view is not there.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, it will run later. So next would be, now we have pulled in all the data. Next we'll use the table output component. What does the table output component do? Whatever is there in the menu table, it will just truncate and it will load this. So yeah, so we put this here. Warehouses, compute, and database is.
You can use either append or truncate, depends. If you want to merge the existing data, wants the flow to be intact, keep append. Or if you want to truncate and load. Both are equally used in the company, depending upon the business use case and the flow of data.
Schema table. Schema, if you notice, we have pulled the schema, but our destination schema, I've kept the same name, but with underscore DES. Okay, that is why I have kept the similar names. So otherwise, you would need another set of variables to handle your destinations, if their names were different. So because the names are same, I can use the same variable, just put an underscore DES, then it will go to the destination schema, and same with the table also. Okay, and we are saying the column mapping, so.
That view does not exist.
Doesn't.
Because we didn't run that, I
Yeah.
think.
Quickly run this thing. Oh, I didn't connect it. That's the unrecognized menu details, menu items.
Check.
Here, I didn't put yes.
The chess is there.
Yeah.
Even I thought, but I thought maybe it's menu item. Now it is taken. See that just one S, what it has to cost. Make sure.
Input column will be, so we are mapping, right? We are mapping the view with the destination table. I'm saying my input column name is this and my output column name. So the column will get, they will know that that is what they are
Column
preparing.
does not exist in.
No, that will come. Once we run this.
Achha,
will
when
come.
we run.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then we need to change this as, we don't have.
Yeah, truncate.
Truncate.
Because new data is not loading.
Yes, yes. So we have done this mini thing. We just have to finish off here.
Now interconnection.
So yeah. Data prep. So I'm back to data prep. In data prep, I'm telling which transformation job do you want to run. I will say V2 underscore. I'm using the same name that we have created. V2 underscore 3. For y'all, it will be the variable name now because I have added an extra 2. I'll have to put that. And the underscore
Dollar.
So another thing I do is I just copy this, use the variable and say table.
It should be there in the variable now. Sorry.
Table name. Yeah, table name.
That's that.
Just append it here. So you don't need to worry. So what will happen is it will search for V232 underscore, and when your table name is having menu items, it will search for that. So it will go and trigger this one. Say tomorrow you have another one, employee. So V232 underscore, it will automatically take employee, and you will need to create one more transformation for employee. Okay. So if you don't do this, you will have to create multiple data clips then. And then you run the transformation.
We got it.
Yeah. V232 or okay. That's because the default values. Table name. JV table name is already fixed. This will not give an error when you run the entire tool because variables will be passed.
Menu items.
Like I told, that is very helpful when you are configuring everything. So it helps.
Wow.
Yes, next is the scalar variables. Okay, we will pass on basically all the variables that we have here, the DB name, schema name, table name, everything needs to be passed on to the next. So that's the language, right, for them to talk with the next one. So we'll be copying that. Okay. Yeah.
JB schema, JB.
Okay. So this guy doesn't need it because we have given the direct names, right? So if you all notice, we didn't use the for this component, we didn't use variable.
Any variable we have not used. That's
directly, and we have not created variables here.
Yeah.
So you don't need to pass on that thing there. We have also not used any grid variable. Okay.
Okay.
So we don't need to pass on that as well. So that is done.
Next one.
Yeah. Next transformation. So transformation job. So we'll give a similar name. We want it in the format V24 and that's the, yeah, this is a common, so you don't need to use variables and all. Always use this only. Here you need to add a variable in the beginning because like I told, for each table it is one, right? That's fine. So here you don't need to worry about that. Here we do need to pass on the variables. Have it here. Yeah.
JB, JB schema.
Yeah. Table name.
And table name.
Grid variable is this. Grid variable is column
name.
The column name will be the column name. The primary key will be the primary key. Okay. So we have passed all the things to the next component.
You're seeing this project, that's why I've said no one has ever done this on YouTube. So we are the first one who are doing this entire chain. Even the Matillion folks have not done
Okay,
this much.
we have done this part. Now we'll quickly do this part and then merge it. Okay, once we are done with this part, we are done with the major chunk. So yeah, let's go ahead. So that was for the R column. Now for the I column.
Same thing we have to replicate for I.
Little different. In Python script, you also have to find out what is the primary key.
Okay.
Uh,
So at least first we can copy and then connect it to
That's
Matillion.
what
Then
I'm-
we'll change the variable.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So that we can
Yes,
make it easy.
yes.
You guys should also do the same thing. Once you are done that for R, just copy first. Connect it and then we'll change the variable across.
Just changing the name.
Let's change the name.
Now I will connect the false, not the failure, the false into the Python script. So basically, if it is not R, which is I, will come here. So along with this thing, I will be printing an extra, I will be writing a script. Basically, it's a for loop that is run on our list on list to find out which is the column that is a primary key. Okay. So basically it's a for loop which will run into your grid variable. Your grid variable, what did it have? It just had a table name and if whether it was a primary key or not. So what I'm doing is I'm just looping in that and saying, okay, if it is yes, and then if it is yes, then let me know the table. And I'm updating it into one way, the variable that we have created as primary key. Okay.
Yes. This and see.
Yes. So yeah, this is the DB name, this is a schema name, and this is your grid variable and the order detail ID, which was
Is the primary key. Super.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Guys, are you with us or are you lost? With the variable name and all. So many people have left, right? If you are not aware of the Matillion or what, why so many people have left? That's the inculcation I want in you. You guys are not able to sit. We are sitting here and you guys are not able to sit. How you work in a company then by sitting for 10-15 hours? Come on.
okay. So yeah, we'll move to the data prep stage. Data prep stage, I will do one thing. I will just copy paste what I did for menu items. Okay. Control copy, control paste. Okay. And confirm. Okay, so I got the copy here. I'm just gonna rename it.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the beauty. Just copy paste
Because
or another
that's
job
the-
if you want
yeah,
to do.
That's the cleaning we want. We don't want to do an extra.
This is for order table.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
So see, work smartly. If you have created for one, just copy and replicate.
Details. Order details. Yeah. So that's we have to do few changes here. So we'll say we'll pick the order table and
I remove that. Yes.
okay. So here everywhere we just have to change
The column name.
Yeah.
That's it. Now this column will get changed.
Yeah. Order details, order ID, order.
Simple.
date.
And one more is there.
Yeah, items.
Items.
So
None.
what I have noticed here was the null one which was there in this data set was the null text. So I'll add an extra thing. I'll say null ID is like null.
What is this?
So the null here was sitting like a text.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm using a EL condition and I'm saying
Not
null.
Okay, null is sitting as a text. Okay.
Yeah.
Take-
So that will be
Okay.
good.
Okay.
That's about filter, and when we come to views, it's all the same thing, just change the view name to order details. Okay, and secure view, yeah, we are done with this component. An entire component is done. For reloading, sadly, we cannot use the same component, same things. We have to use a different set of things. So let's create. So that is for this component. Okay, we'll create one more transformation job. So basically, we have done this, we did this, we copied the same thing here and did some editing, and we'll do this component now. Okay, and we go here and yeah, give a J v2 underscore for underscore iterative. Okay, I'll just give a new job. Okay, so in iterative, what happens is first we'll have to detect the changes. So to detect the changes, first we need the DBs there. So I mean on both the data there. So we'll first get the table input to get the destination table. And to get the source, or whatever we have edited, the source, it is in our view, right? So I will pull an SQL query. Okay. So in table input, what we'll be putting is just the database DB. Okay, we have not created variables. Job variables. Let me quickly copy job variables DB schema table name. Okay. Copy DB schema table name. Right click, copy rows. Okay. Create job variables. Paste it. So say okay. And we need the grid variable as well. So this is the copy. So basically these are the ways in which they are communicating. So we need to pass on the same thing. You can definitely change the name of it, but no, it unnecessarily creates confusion. So table input, what it would be is DB, okay, and schema.
Now we have come to the final stage, I guess.
We have come to the iterative last component.
Okay.
So table also we will. So basically, we are repeatedly doing the same
steps again and again.
Yeah. So grid variable, I'll use the column name. Yeah, that's because the variables that I've configured details. This is the destination DB, so that's why we need to add a DBS. And table name also underscore DBS. All the details. SQL statement, just open it and we will just pull in the data from the view and should be done. Okay. So these are the two, that is, one is the source, one is the destination. So we will do a detect changes. So we'll put a detect changes here and we'll get it here. Connect the two. Okay. And in detect changes, the master table, I will pull in that menu items. And In menu items. Match keys. No columns that appear in both input. This is. While quickly checking what is the default value, this is menu that is coming, okay.
We have some error.
Yeah, that is because this guy is
Properties.
pulling menu, say table name, okay, let me check the table name.
Order details.
It's just for now, it's pulling for that, order details for it. Okay. It's
Properties. Unrecognized.
just-
Order details, ID, order name. It's not typing.
So. Done. Okay, so I changed the name, that's why this error, so we select the, basically it is asking what is this one's name, what are you comparing with? So one is the destination, so I need to match the keys, it's telling the inputs are not the same.
Check.
Basically, this is order. This is pulling in menu details, I need to check why, table, or I just changed file name, table name. Table name.
This has to be menu. First one is what?
This is order details, so this also has to be order details.
How come both two tables with the same name?
Which one? No, you're comparing between the destination and
Ah,
the
check
source.
it.
So-
Got it.
So table.
Check the documentation if we have missed anything.
Oh, I think it comes like that, okay. No problem.
And then we are connecting detect changes to.
Oh,
This
value must be selected.
no columns. Which value it's talking about? Check in the documentation.
Detect changes.
Table input, check the table input first. Destination
A table input.
was down.
Okay.
JB schema. JB schema destination, JB table name destination, DS column name, correct? The next SQL 0.
SQL is this query, just copy paste.
JB table name dot view. Is also correct. Come down.
Just very quickly run.
Oh,
its view is not there.
order detail. We have not created yet. We have not run the
Like we
transformation.
didn't run that.
We have to run that.
Yeah. Order details.
Let's run this job
Yeah.
now directly. Yeah. Now it will come.
Yeah.
It's good that we get an error. Then only we'll come to know where exactly we are doing a mistake.
Oh,
Yeah. Why it is coming like that?
okay, actually you shouldn't do this. I should use script.
Match keys based on grid variable.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's a common component. We have done a detect change.
Output.
Compare.
Yes, column.
Compare column also.
Actually, here also it's written text there in documentation.
Output column. So we are telling how to match each other. So I will.
Based on primary key.
Yeah. Directly. Master order details ID. So the first component is always called the master, and the second. I don't want to use. I will use this as a this one variable. Okay, yeah. And this
Compare.
will be compared.
So far, 2.5 hours is done, guys. See.
Okay. And future.
No problem. Then we need to apply filter.
Getting another second.
Invalid identifier dollar JV primary key. Check somewhere. Maybe we have done typo. No, not here, I think. In the input
We
column.
don't even have the primary key. Yeah,
In
that's
the
fine.
input column.
No, we have not brought the primary key. Variable only.
Oh, this is not there.
No, it's not
Ah.
there. That's the problem with copy paste.
Paste. No, it says type invalid identifier. It says A dot. Here only.
No.
Has done.
Yeah, because the
okay.
primary key was not there.
Okay.
We have done this. Now, see, if you see the detect changes, what does detect changes do is, if it is a changed column, it will create an extra column. It will always create an extra column. It will have a C if it is changed. It will have a D if it is deleted, I if it is identical, and N is new. What we have to do is, whatever we want, we have to filter it up. Okay. So basically, if you filter out the new and the changed, would be, we would get what we want. So, I'll just quickly go to this. Okay, what I have done is, other than the D and the I, the identical column, give me everything else. I'll quickly pull in the table update component. Okay. And pull in that. Okay. What the table of update component will have is, we'll just put the variables. What is this? Warehouse, no, we don't have a variable.
Just feed all these details.
Yeah. I hope there was a copy paste here as well.
The entire thing would have.
Yeah, alias will be, target will be called target, input will be called input, and
Join
we
expression.
want a join expression. So I'm just going to copy and paste it.
Target and input primary key has to be the same.
Yeah, this is why we retrieve the primary key. At this point, it becomes very important. Yes, we have joined there, and
Then matched.
when matched, so we have to write a case that,
Target.
yes, when it is matching.
We all know how the joins works,
Yeah,
right?
when the primary key of both are same. So since we are comparing between the two, they have to be same, right? That's
Correct.
the only way they will, you will know. So then say, okay. Okay.
DS column.
Good. And so that was when, so when it is matching, we are saying update, right? So when it is not matching, what do I do? So, so this is when matched. Okay, when it is not matched, what you have to do is, you will have to give the
Give it a variable again.
It's done.
What this will do, this entire picture?
This
will?
one, because it's iterative, you're just comparing your destination with your view, which is the source, and it will detect the changes and only pull in all those things which are there, that will filter it out what you want, and then you're loading it in your destination table.
Okay.
Okay, that's all it does.
Okay.
Okay, so.
And when where we are adding this job here?
Here, we are calling everyone from here, so. Yeah, that's.
So you're seeing how the integration is happening, guys, between various transformation jobs. So that's how you have to learn.
Okay.
And don't worry, no one is asking you to do this in one day. This takes like almost 2 to 3 weeks in company. It's not an easy testing, QA, production, more than 2-3 weeks. We are just doing it in 2 to 3 hours almost.
So this, so I'm just putting a 2 because I have added 3 2 menu items, okay? And quickly checking, this we need a variable, this needs everything to be passed. It should be unique. Everything is done. Yeah, now we are done with all this. Now we have to just delete this thing. And then we are done with the main part. If you want to do transformation, that is what we add, okay?
Bear with us 15 more minutes.
Yeah, please. Trying to meet the two.
Meetup also we have to show them.
Right.
Show them complete deployment also I'll show you.
Okay. So, yeah, now what happens is, obviously you might get the response, I mean, the data from here or here, okay? So what's the best component next is the OR component. So either say I, other say I, take both. So you're coming from here, there, doesn't matter. Just pull in and integrate it, okay?
10%. If the data is coming from API has been discussed in the class. Mustaq, your individual doubt won't be taken care here. Okay.
It's the last class that was.
API is the last class. It's a part of the Matillion course. Yes. I've discussed all the data sources. Of course, data can come from API. That I've discussed in great detail. Yeah.
Okay. Just I'm merging this OR component is nothing but we are merging both the things. So that what if the data is coming from there or here, we are in one place. Next is the SQL component just to delete the things we have created. SQL script. Okay, what the SQL script will do.
You're deleting the views. That's it.
Yes, deleting the views. If you want, you can truncate. Sorry. You can truncate the source.
Better to truncate or better to drop.
Yeah, depends, like some, yeah. You can keep it uncommented if you want to truncate it. Otherwise you can keep it.
Okay, if you want to keep the skeleton and metadata, then truncate.
Yeah, usually you would want to keep a copy of your source. So yeah, it actually went and dropped the view. Okay. So this is done, guys. Finally. So
What is next left now?
so all this is done. Okay, and we have done, it's coming back. So everything will run.
Can we check in the Snowflake?
Yes, we
There
can.
it is
We will
clean.
run completely and we.
Let's run the complete orchestration job.
Yes. So, and if required, we can add the transformation job from here.
Okay.
The joins and all that stuff. But for now, let's see, because we have not checked till now where we are getting error. We will run the entire job. Let's see. So
What all is it?
initially the fixed iterator, the event inside.
So
that.
here you'll understand the flow. Exactly what is happening at the back end.
This is the grid iterator. So now this is the grid iterator where it was sending one after the other. So now iterate over this menu table, goes down, and if you see finally the 34 rows become
2 got cleaned up.
Yes,
2 got cleaned up.
2 got cleaned up, and similarly for the order details, the component is here. A lot many got cleaned up.
Cleaned up.
There were more than 100 records with nulls. And few with the duplicates. So that is
We'll
why.
take a pause here and let us know till here if you guys are done or not. Chavi, Swati, Vineet. No, they'll get confused in variable. I know there's so many variables we have used.
But once you get used to
once they
process,
get used to this process, then it becomes easy.
very easy.
Because everything we are doing it in one shot today.
Though it looks you are using many variables, it's the same thing.
Same variable we are copy pasting
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
just changing the values.
Yeah, they're just talking to each other.
Who has done? Folks from analytics with Anand, who has done? 17 I see watching on YouTube. Majority of you are watching. No, it's okay, fine. Later on you can implement.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal because you have a documentation here.
Right, you have things in great detail, you just have to copy this and follow up. Should I?
We'll proceed.
Okay. So maybe I'll quickly add one transformation. So let me come to this point over here. So we have done everything. Now we are done with everything.
Can we go deep down in the documentation and see till where we have completed?
In the documentation.
It's drag place it here. Yeah, expand. Let's see till where we
So
are.
we are done till here. Till here. So this is the transformation you can create.
Okay.
That's page number 44 of 48. So yeah, we are pending this.
They will do this. Don't take much time.
Create, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, almost 80%. We are the last.
yeah, we just have to create that component. This is all creating that.
Then we'll do. And then we'll show them how to push it to the Git and how to export it and deploy it. We'll create one environment and we'll export this entire thing in that environment.
Yeah. So as of now, everything has reached the destination table. We are just gonna create one transformation.
Can you see in the Snowflake 32 and 34
Yes,
records are there or
yes,
not?
yes, yes. Query.
Select star.
Destination. So this is the order details. It is again from 12.2K. You can see 12.1K over there.
And then 34, 30.
Yeah, this should be 30. 32.
Okay.
Okay, so it has happened. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Source we have kept it as intact.
Yeah, we didn't.
We didn't. That's a good practice.
Yeah, so it depends. Some firms would not want to spend that money to, that it's.
Extra. So they'll change it there itself.
Yeah. So yeah, let's next go to last transformation job where we are actually doing the transformation. Okay. So in the last transformation job, let me pull up my documents. Yeah. So we are pulling in so first thing is we will, to do any analysis, best is to start with join. So we get better details. So
Joins, everyone is aware.
order
So we
details,
won't be briefing you on that part.
order
Just menu
details.
items and order items, we are clubbing it together. I think we are using left join.
Yeah,
So we are picking all the data from order.
yes.
Okay.
Menu items, so order details, we don't need to create variable here because you are working with the tables. So I will just pull in the warehouse and restaurant sales, schema, the destination schema, so careful, and the table is from the destination. Okay.
Join expression. Join condition, on condition.
Yeah, no, but this is the table input.
Which one?
Oh, yeah. This is a table, okay.
It's correct, coming correctly.
No, I used the wrong component.
Okay. Achhe.
Yeah,
Table
I had to
input.
just pull in the data,
Ah.
so table input was the.
Yes.
Yeah. Order. Details,
Just fill it and then we'll copy this.
yeah.
Hmm.
That's database, schema, and the table, target table will be the order details table, and the column names you can just load
Copy.
all of them.
Copy and paste.
Copy and then,
This will be menu items.
yeah.
Last tip, guys, have patience. That's why I kept 3 hours for this because I knew this will take 3 hours.
Menu items.
These are not funky project, hobby project, which you just drag, place, do something. No, there are lot many things which goes.
So let's pull in a join.
So here joins become very, very easy.
Just if you are so it wants to know which is my main table. My main table is order details, and yeah, it's the different name if I want to give. So I will call it
Main. These are just the alias.
alias. The join.
Join condition is your on condition, which we write on SQL.
With what I want to join. I'm gonna join with the
Menu items.
and I'm gonna say
Menu.
This is just the name. You
Join,
can
right?
select left join.
Because we all need the data from the order.
Yeah. Okay.
Right here,
Yeah.
on.
So the order
Pick
menu item ID. The join is on the item ID.
Check which is the one. Order details ID.
So item ID, right? Correct.
Item ID.
Okay, so then this side I'll put the order details first. Yeah, it's correct. No, this one.
Order details dot item ID. No, order details dot item ID.
No, there I have given alias as order details. That's why.
Okay, actually.
So,
Give the proper alias so that you don't get confused.
right. Please, I have given there as order details, okay, and here menu. So that's all over there. So
Then
we
the
are-
line expression,
Yeah.
output columns.
So basically, I'll just put add all. So what happens is, this is basically when you're putting join, what and all columns you'll have gonna select in the select query. So all this now currently it has listed all the columns in the order details and order the all.
Whichever we don't want, we can drop off.
So basically the primary key will be shown twice, no? So I'll just remove this. You can remove this. And you should be good. Okay. So if I show you the samples.
And also show them the SQL script.
Yeah, I'll show. So the
This is
SQL
how the SQL script looks.
Okay. So basically we have selected all the column and we have put a join on menu items.
This is how SQL joins is done easily in Matillion.
Yeah. So
Now we can filter.
yeah, we can aggregate also.
We'll do some aggregation.
Yeah, we can.
So there's an aggregate component for that, drag and place. That's why I told you this is the entire Matillion project. Entire Matillion, you are seeing it in one go.
So what do you want to group by? So you select the
Item name we can have
item name.
last.
So
Why this is coming like this?
that's tired. Okay, yeah, aggregation also by the same item
Group
name.
by-
Yeah, item name, we can
Count.
yes. Okay. Yes, we are done
Then-
with that also. So now let's check
Let's
the
see the data.
sample. See, it's nicely aggregated
Wow.
by the item name.
Good.
So it's counted all of them. So similarly, you can add the ranking. Do we need it now?
Ranking we can implement.
Okay.
Let's implement the ranking first and last, which we know in SQL component. That is also component, versatile component which you have. Say who is the who has ordered the most. So we have the rank component here.
Rank component. So partition data by. Okay. Partition data by, say we can say the name. Partition by the name. Ordering within the partitions. My document.
This got
Draw,
next.
copy paste. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I need to have.
Count of item name.
Yeah. That
In descending.
Descending.
Yeah.
And functions, what window function you would want? to
Wait,
use?
we'll have the dense rank. Yeah. We know what is rank and dense rank. Output column is there.
Output
Output this is output column name.
of the yeah,
So most ordered or anything.
brand.
More frequently ordered. Popular, yes. Popular underscore item.
Popular.
Anything you can give. Okay.
Okay. So let's check the sample.
It's 14 o'clock, you're far on track.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's nicely sorted.
On the descending order.
Given the ranking,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, based on this.
So anytime you can put this into your view or whatever and use this.
We can also have this is the first item, which is the last item.
Yeah.
Let's implement that also and show it to them.
First one, we only have top first, yeah, first and last one.
Yes.
So. First and last.
So first and last, we all know first is give you the first category. Say top 10 products. So first one.
So item.
And the last is the 10th one. Back. And why this has to come? This only.
I think one. This one? No. Becoming guesswork.
No, you can type it actually, no?
No, it can be.
It's right.
No, one last chance.
Yeah, third one. Remember that. Item name.
Order by the
Tenth rank, ascending.
I mean the popular items. We can say ascending.
Hmm.
And whether I want the first and the last column.
First. Popular items first. So it will give the rank first. Sample. Yes, popular item first.
Okay.
Ah.
So that's how you.
That's how you can implement all these window functions.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Or
Last.
what you can do is you can always just put one SQL component and write your entire SQL query over there and finish off.
No, let them. The SQL already we have done. SQL script also you can put, guys.
Yeah.
But if you don't know SQL, you can do this.
Yeah. So yeah. In the documentation, it has one more.
Now we can run the entire job.
Yes, we can.
And we'll connect it to the Power BI.
Yes. Okay, while it's running.
Let's open Power BI. Power BI is open already.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me teach you how to connect to this
Yeah.
data source.
Get data.
Hmm.
And
Now this only transform data. We can go transform query editor. Yeah. Source.
Are you planning to change the sources, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Edit credentials.
Yeah, I'll put.
See what the credentials you have.
Yeah, what's this?
Now from Snowflake also you can get it.
I've copied it.
But this credentials is correct.
Yeah, no, that is the previous.
It's previous one, right?
Yeah, so today the new that we created is this.
Till there.
It's the same thing that we copied. But
Check in
Yeah,
Snowflake.
yeah.
No, let it be the screen be there. Open.
Snowflake.
That first one. Open Snowflake. See where admin in the admin section.
Yeah,
will be there.
admin, you come to accounts.
And then you copy it from there.
Accounts,
Copy that
and
one. Copy it.
it's the same.
Yes.
You can copy this string. So basically, you'll have to remove the HTTPS.
Yes.
You don't have to write. You have to start from here till the end.
Okay, let's see now. Power BI.
Power BI. We have updated that part. Next is.
What is this? Edit credential, click on that. What is coming? Matillion program, that is the database name.
Matillion.
Write it. Write the username. It will come. Your Snowflake username. Guys, you're connecting into your Snowflake now. You can take in the get data, you'll find the Snowflake component, there you need to configure it. What is this Matillion PRG? Check in Snowflake. Is there something? Wait. It's pulling. Why it is coming null? It's came. Take no. Description null data table. It has taken.
It's taken?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back. Apply. Close and apply.
Apply.
Wait.
Yeah, it's pulling.
Again, just ask why. Check. You can create all this visualization. This we have shared with you all. Just type it, just type
Yeah,
it.
but
It's better to type.
AWA.
Delete 1, 2, 3. What is this? Ignore privacy level.
Because we are using two things.
Ignore.
Ignore.
Click it. Save. Why the other detail is not coming? Only one table is there.
Okay, so I'll do a snowflake source are invalid. That's what this.
What is that Matillion program? Just check where it is written that.
No, that's from the.
In Snowflake it is there anywhere.
I think it's the name of the. Give me a second. Snowflake.
Check your all database. Come down.
Oh, there's no meeting. So I'll basically show how.
No, we'll connect it again. It's not a problem.
Yeah,
Go back.
yeah.
Go back. Let it be that open. Get data. Go to the data. I'll teach them from scratch.
Get it.
Search Snowflake.
Snowflake.
I think some name we have given. Select that. Give the server name.
Server of the Snowflake.
Then from account section.
Yeah.
Except HTTP.
Okay.
Go back. So this is how you connect to Snowflake. Snowflake was open. It's there. It's there. Copy everything. We'll remove HTTP. It doesn't matter. So you can get this from your account section. Remove HTTPS.
Oh, it was the warehouse. The name of the warehouse.
Show the name of warehouse. That's what I was asking. Wait, show me the name of the warehouse. No, in Snowflake. Open the Snowflake.
Okay. No, that was from my previous project.
Where is the current one? Where are you loading this?
Compute. This one. Compute and WH is what we had to update.
Oh, then update it directly.
Okay.
Pakka.
Pakka.
Cancel this.
Yeah.
Go to Power Query, transform data. Data source settings, you can go directly.
Okay. Data source.
Close this now, data source settings.
This one. No?
No, this is not the Matillion program is there.
Yeah, that's what we have made.
Edit.
Yeah.
Edit.
Edit. Okay.
No, but again it will go to this Matillion. That's the issue. You have to recreate it new.
Okay.
But here we can't change it. Just check edit credentials. No, it won't allow.
How did we add that time?
Go to the Power Query editor. Close this.
Okay.
Close this. Don't apply anything. Go to again. Transform data. Transform data. First one. Click in your source. Change that Matillion program.
Right. So what is the
Compute underscore WH.
yes.
But where is that? Can you show me? Matillion program is there in the Snowflake.
Which one?
Matillion program is there in the Snowflake. I can't see that warehouse.
Basically, it wants my the warehouse name of
But where is that Matillion program? Is it there in your Snowflake?
which material?
Matillion program was it written? Matillion underscore.
Like I had created a custom warehouse.
That is not there.
No, that
Deleted it.
No, that's not. I created a fresh.
Okay. Update. Click enter.
That's all, right? Do I need to click anything?
Enter. You quick keep it. Let's see. Edit. Wait. You keep the username. Now you keep the username.
Username.
Yeah. Now it should take. Okay, just taken. Apply, close and apply. Let me see. Apply changes. Yeah, apply changes. See. Why is the password is wrong? Try again.
No, it's still this is the other one. I think we have configured two now. We need to remove
Go
the-
transfer query editor. Close. I need to. We need to delete it. Data source settings.
data source setting.
Data source settings, which is the one.
How do you delete it?
Remove.
Oh yeah. Clear.
Why it is not allowing us to delete? Global permission, go to there. What are these? Remove. Remove the second one.
How do I remove?
Why it is not coming? How many data sources we have connected?
Okay, I think
Delete. Okay.
okay, we'll do the fresh.
Data source in current file, how much is there? 4 data sources. Let's connect it from fresh.
Fresh.
Wait. Close it. Go get data. Give the details. You could have kept the same now. Actually, it is a new snowflake account.
Yeah. Because I wanted to do everything. WH.
Okay. No, advance not required. Wait. Select menu items and order details.
Destination.
Menu
items and
order details. Okay. No transformation. Load.
The same name.
Import. Yes. Okay. No, it's okay. Let it be. It's creating a copy.
Yeah, 2 it's coming back.
It's not able to accept again. That's the issue.
It's the old one, it's coming back again.
Cancel. No, this we don't want to connect. Cancel.
Yeah. I mean. No, this is that old one.
Okay.
So,
But at the back end again, what is the data source setting? Let me see. Why it is getting so many. It is redirecting you to the same one. Click on Microsoft.
can we create a new project here in Matillion?
We need to create a new one. Chalo, we'll quickly create a new one.
Okay.
And we'll drag and paste it here. File. New. Drag and paste it. Minimize that. I think that has been created with the previous snowflake. Because of that, it's not taking it. Drag and place there. Yeah. Get data. Quickly, we'll create one visualization and show it to them.
Yeah.
Sales per cuisine we can create. Snowflake.
So,
Same data source view should have been connected before.
warehouse compute.
I think you created in the older one.
Yeah.
Advanced, click on there. Let me see what is that.
You can select the table name and database.
No, leave it. Click on OK. We'll replicate the same. Doesn't matter. Anyhow, we have shared them with them. No, just drag and place it there.
Only this.
Only this part. Select. Let's do fatafat. Matillion job is run. That's taken. We'll deploy that.
Import. So I'll see import.
Yeah. Drag and place that.
This guy is not moving that.
This will, once this gets done.
Okay, only that.
Yes.
Should I?
Wait. Now it's compute which is taking. Correct.
No, I cannot. Right.
Both you minimize it and keep next to each other so that we can tell the users. Give. That's this is the window, right?
Thank you.
No, it's okay, it's okay. This is the visual. Copy, paste it here. And we'll change it.
Into that.
Yes.
Okay.
Copy, paste it here. Because we have to fix the file.
Okay.
What is that? Fix
Oh,
it.
sorry.
Click on that, fix this.
Fix this.
Then add fields. Click it here and just see what all fields you have copied there.
Yeah. Here
Menu
I have
item,
done
this
join also.
menu items, DSC.
No, I need to do a quick join.
Here,
Yeah.
but you have done there already in the
No,
material.
but we are pulling from the destination table. No?
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what we need to do here?
How I forgot. Okay. Append, add column, and is the appended.
Check there, no? Check there in the source file.
Okay.
Check there in the source file what you have done. The one first, check what you have done there. Expand.
So basically in transform.
Transform data. Go to the what you are. I want to see the table.
Merge queries. So what we have to do?
Click on this. So everything is here now.
Yeah. Merge queries.
Actually, merge query. This is old file.
Is the what file?
This is old
Can I
file.
close this?
Yes. Minimize it. Don't close it because we might need reference. Quickly, just one visualization you want to show them.
Yeah. Merge query.
Yes.
Order details. Merge queries.
With item details.
With menu details.
Menu details. What?
Left
Left to join on column.
The item ID.
An item ID. What is that? Select columns of the same type.
Says item.
So you are fine. We just need to select the item.
No, this type is A. Okay.
Oh, data type you mean to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Chalo, little bit of Power BI transformation also we are doing it. Fine. Did not data type is same.
Yeah. Menu items.
Then we should have retained that view. That view already had these two
We
things.
just put it into a
Power BI. So guys, do this thing. The view which we have created in Metadata, don't delete that. Okay, take that in the Power BI.
Not that. After you have done the transformation, you have to reload again. Into
Okay.
the view. So
Now it's done. Then
yeah.
what one we want?
We want all these things.
Menu item ID we don't want.
That is ID same, no? It's the primary key. Okay. So
Close and apply. See what you need. So this is an entire end-to-end chain. AWS, Matillion, Snowflake, and Power BI. You're understanding? If anything, now you can debug where entirely the process that things is going wrong.
in this, the
Sum of menu item test price.
Category.
Put it.
Category legend. Sum of the price.
See, format is already applied.
Yeah.
That's the beauty.
That's
Guys,
the-
even you have to copy paste the visualization and change the data source. Or better you change the data source directly.
Yeah, that's all.
Huh?
Done. This one is done.
Now expand it. Just make it one view only. Keep it in the center. Expand to the middle. From dot. Yeah, so this is the what view we have created. So any view, whatever the KPI we have created, you can create this. So the moment now any files will come in the S3, it will directly ingested into your Matillion and your Power BI, you can refresh it. Either you can implement schedule refresh or you can refresh it from the here directly. Let's go straight to the Matillion now. Now we'll push these changes. Now while working in a company, you can either push changes into your Bit bucket. Here we are not using Bit bucket, here we are using GitHub. The documentation is there. Just open the documentation, deployment.
It's a PDF.
I think PDF. AWS Matillion. No. Go to the folder. Find the project now. Go to configuring. Yeah, configuring it. Yeah, open. Drag and place it here. So first of all, in order to push your changes to a Git, why you need to push it? Because anytime you can lose the code in the company, your system might get scratched. Here also, if you're Matillion expert, how you'll get this entire project gone? So these are the steps. You have to go to the login to the GitHub, go to the setting, expand it, bit, zoom. Come down. So you have to go to the GitHub, right click, there's a setting option. Click on developer settings, come down. Click on developer settings and click on fine grained tokens. Okay, click on fine grained tokens. Come down. Yes. Click on generate new token. You'll have the token name, expiration date. You can set it whatever you want. Come down. Click on all repository. Give the necessary permissions and click on generate token. You need to copy this token. Why I'm telling you? Because I'll be using in the Matillion. Then come down. Click on project. Click on Git in your Matillion. Right?
Yeah,
Click on project. We'll show you. Click on Git once that is configured. Then in the init local repository, add meaningful comments and you update with JIT registered. Come down. Init commit and your of your Git wherever you have committed, right? That email ID should go to here, not your Matillion one. Come down, and here you need to create a branch. Master will show you. Will show you how to push your changes. Let's go. So go through the documentation, how to create a Git. Now go to the project. Last option is you see the Git, init local repository. Give initial commit and give you the of your Git account, whichever it is. It's in my Git. I think you need to log into your GitHub. Click on OK. Master. Select the file. Okay.
And this one.
Yes, what is that? Commit. So we have loaded the master file, huh? What file we are committing? The final orchestration I want to get loaded.
Okay, so we have to select that here.
Cancel it.
Yes.
No, this one we want, which is the main one, main orchestration job.
The main AV1.
AV1, which is the main orchestration job.
This
Where
one, this
this one.
Only one will transfer.
No, the main one. It will contain all.
All this one.
This one. Okay. Go to the Git again.
Git. And
Select. Okay.
Commit.
What is here?
That's branch.
Branch. Okay.
If you want branch or commit.
No, commit. Commit it. The main branch only.
Okay, commit.
But why it is not changing? What is not coming? For branch name you select? No, why it is not coming for you?
No, it is an init. No. Okay.
Go back again. Go back. Go close it. Close it. Go again. Project. Git. 1 minute.
That is our credentials.
So we need to configure now here. Give the username. Username should read the documentation. Read the documentation. Open the documentation. Username. Open the documentation. That will be handy.
No, I don't know my.
Log out. Log out from here.
No, it's on my mail.
Here, click on that. Here you can log out if you want.
No, I can search for myself.
Search. I don't remember with what ID because name and ID is different. As this is one.
Yeah.
So make sure you have the username, password, and everything. Password, remember?
Yeah.
Always push your changes because later on, if something happens, you need to merge all your code. Encryption type, okay. But why it is not loading? That's my main concern. Branch name is master only, okay. Why this is hidden? Okay.
Oh, remote URL. Okay.
Give the URL.
So let me show you.
You have to log into your.
So this is this. Oh, I have to log into me, no?
Sign out. Sign out. First one. Now sign in. Just 5 minutes more, guys. We are done. Matillion is there.
Yeah. Let me see. You usually get repository.
Click on there, no? It's there.
Yeah.
Come here. Click anywhere. Click here. Photograph repository.
Material.
Which branch you want?
In this.
Main only.
We can put.
Yeah.
Or we have to create a folder.
Yes, copy this. Copy this.
Okay.
Yes. Paste it there from HTTPS. You can open the documentation also. You can refer that. Click on OK. Now it has come. Now select publish. Okay.
No, commenting. Directly publish.
Publish it. Yes. Then push, force push. They can read more about this. Why? Not authorized. Username password is wrong, I guess. Then check the settings. Give the username. Oh, here we need to fill something else. Oh, sorry, your token here we need to specify. Open the documentation.
Yeah.
Open the documentation. Guys, refer the documentation for Git. Open the documentation. Configuring it. Open. Yes, click on this. Go up. Branch name is master. Come down.
Yeah.
Come down. Come down.
Even
So, down. You're going up.
Okay.
Okay, come.
Credential.
Come.
Yeah. Password.
Yes. Username is your Git username. Password is your token, which I have told you. You will get there in your Git over.
Yeah.
In settings. Username, type the username of your Git, whichever you have pasted. This is the username of your Git account. Password is your token. That's why it is giving you an error. Go to profile settings. Then you have to go to the developer settings. Yes. Then you have find into a personalized token. Where is that?
No, we cannot.
We can create a generate new token. Let's create a new token. Write the token name. Make it end-to-end setup. Just create a token. 30 days. Okay. Generate token.
I don't need to give permission.
Just check once in the PDF.
I have mentioned that we have to give permissions then in the PDF.
Yeah. What else is this? Git name, find git name.
I can.
Oh, yours is on. You have only created this documentation. I think. Okay.
So yeah, we have to give permissions for repository permissions.
Any
like that,
confirmation?
yeah.
Okay.
So there is it.
Come down.
Okay.
Come down.
Icon permission.
Read and write. Yes. Read and write. Make everything read and write.
Make this
All repository.
So read and write.
Code space. That should be fine, I think. Come down. Make everything. Make read it. Whatever is this, just make it. Make sure you changes this, guys. Come down. So I have to take from here. Just like read and write. Just do the necessary changes. Yeah. Few things is fine, I guess. Leave it.
Leave it.
This much is enough. Come down.
Okay.
Generate token. The moment you get an authorization, copy paste. Copy and keep it there.
1 minute, I'll keep a copy of this.
It's okay, it's okay. Just paste it for the time being.
Yeah.
Paste it.
This is
Encoded. Click on OK. Now you can push. Commit. Yes. Then leave this. Push. Okay. Then anything is fine. Branch master, okay. This got published. Let's check. But it didn't allow us to select. All the branches should come.
It would list here.
It will list. Why it is not listing? Go here. Settings, what all we have. This is correct. Just check there. Open your GitHub. Go back to your repository. No, click on here, your repository. Matillion. No, it has not published.
I see it has 44 pushes.
46.
44 seconds. Compare and put it.
No, why it is not pushed it? Go back. No, it has not pushed it. Branch should be the main. It should not be the master. Branch should be the main. Create one new branch. Go back.
Matillion,
No, here.
Okay.
Here, click on that. Give me.
Yeah.
It's here.
Okay. Yeah,
We have
inside the root. Okay.
End to end. You
Yeah.
just created etc. 9 minutes of time. So here your entire project and show them how to export the JSON file. And we'll push it in the last step. Leave it. So this is how you commit it.
So how you export is just from where you want to export, right click, export, select whichever.
Select everything, whichever we have done today.
Today we did only this end-to-end. And you can select the environment which is related to it, the variables, okay, which you have created, and whatever name you want to give, just say okay, and it will export.
New I just created.
No, it's kind of a time.
No, log is fine. Now we'll deploy this in a QA and prod. That's the final step I wanted to show you. It's running.
Yeah, it's running. You'll have to give it again. Happens.
So you have pushed your code changes into your GitHub. In company, it will be a bit bucket. And now whatever the changes you have done in the development, this is not done in the prod. So I will deploy the same package, whatever the JSON file you have exported into the prod. You will tell the production team or monitoring team, or if you have the access, you will deploy directly into QA. You will test it there, then finally you will deploy it. This is how things works in the industry. Half an hour we have exceeded, but no worries. 3.5 hours, and we are going to make sure you do this. What happened? Try again exporting. No. Try again exporting. Try again. Right click. No, there.
Yeah.
Right click. Export. Then in the QA environment, you need to import it. Just the reverse you have to do. Click OK.
No, it's expired.
Again, we need to log in. No, restart.
Reload it.
See. Reload it. It happens. It's been idle from quite a long time. No, that's the reason. Now we are in the final step, the deployment part. So first you will export this job, right? And same job you will import into that environment. Get loaded.
So I'm exporting, export.
Select that.
It's
It's there.
downloaded, so it will be here. Anytime you can just import this.
Now let's create one new environment. Go to the environment section, down. Final step, guys. Environment, create a right click, add environment, make it QA. Environment QA underscore instance. Same thing, same. All the credentials will remain the same. Give the count. There. One note.
Yeah.
Check that. It's in open the tab. Where minimize this. Minimize this. Close it. Close it. We can minimize it better. Minimize it. Cancel.
Give me a second.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it did.
Minimize it. Check now. Where is it?
This is this. Should be-
One note.
Ah,
It's
there,
there.
there.
It's yeah.
Wait.
Left side. Keep one here, one there.
No, the passwords, right? Okay. I need to give the name. Yeah.
Snowflake. There won't be any change in the database name, anything. In the QA prod, everything will remain the same, word by word, line by line. Just the environment differs.
Password.
No, this is your Snowflake password. Check. Next.
Oh, this is.
That is a Snowflake password.
Yeah. This is the Snowflake.
No, I don't think the Snowflake password is configured. It is for AWS. No, it's okay. No, feed directly. It's okay. Check if it's a line. It's allowed. It's not line. Did you feed here? Check and manage.
Yeah.
But this is the AWS password.
No, you can. This is basically making keys, no?
Acha, internal. Find it. You give the password. Use that. Second one. Second one. Next. Wait. That's not taking back.
Then it didn't ask you this.
First one only. Select the first one only.
Okay, this one.
No, first one only, I think. Next.
That's not.
First one. There only it is encoded. Same thing. Same. Public. Test. Finish.
QA.
Yeah, select that environment. By default, it is selected that one. Right click, select environment. Now try to import that job which you have created. It's available here.
Yeah, you downloaded. We'll import it. Import. And show the
Browse.
and downloads. And here's the copy.
Open.
Open.
1 minute.
Okay.
What happened?
Begin object was a string.
It was not exported successfully. That means again export. Try exporting. Again we need to go to that environment. Select.
Export.
Why it is coming so many things? We don't have to export everything. Now export just the final end-to-end project, not Matillion example. I don't want.
Export just this. And select the environments.
The QA we don't want.
We don't want any because already have them.
Variable. Oh. So just need to export and then you need to import. This is happening. Check chat.
Password is stored.
We know.
Okay, we already have one exported this one. We'll just import that.
We have the exported file.
Like what we shared to others in that folder.
Just import it then. But it's giving error now. Previously you have exported anything before?
No, we have shared one.
You see. Yeah, Jason. Here. Open.
So
Yeah, we have this.
Everyone has this copy, okay?
Yes,
So you all
everyone
can
just click
uh,
select. Select the entire thing.
Where
Okay.
I want it to come.
Loaded. Loaded or not? But what was the name?
I just renamed this, okay? Sorry.
Hmm.
This copy too must be the one, because we didn't create this. This is what it got.
Again, we'll export.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will import. We'll import.
Hmm. So all you need is a JSON file, okay, for Matillion. And you can start building from there. It's done.
Yeah.
Where it went. Where it went.
Let me just refresh.
Oh, this Matillion thing every time. So that's the process. You just import it, it will come directly on the left hand side. Okay, so this was the entire end-to-end Matillion project which we have discussed with you. If you want to start in a step-by-step manner, go to Analytics with Anand. There you'll find it. Renita will be teaching you all along with me. Okay, and if you don't want to buy, don't buy it. We'll have upcoming YouTube session on this entire Matillion. Okay, where we're doing this end-to-end. Now, why these existing projects are coming? That's my concern.
No, that's already there. You're importing new ones.
The new one is where it is loading.
Yeah, that's all.
I think naming has so many is the same name. No? That's the reason we are not able to see.
But no, this one is project too common. Okay, let me do.
Okay, project too common. Choose a folder. Oh, we are not choosing a folder here.
Okay.
That's why. Choose a copy to. Choose a folder, copy to. Yes, now it's done.
Are you sure it will create a subfolder inside that? Okay.
Just choose. Go.
And it will create under that. Yeah, but it is
Yes.
come.
Come no. So this is how you map from one environment to another structure. So this is what Matillion has to offer you all. Anyone has done this, was able to do by following the documentation, or still you are on the verge of completion, Vineet? Chavi? Work in progress. Okay. Try to complete it and share across LinkedIn and everywhere. So this is the entire project we were planning to do this. Okay. Yeah. So this is how the whole ETL project looks like. I have integrated Power BI. I've shown you how to push, how to change from one environment to another. Okay. So thank you and do subscribe to Analytics channel. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Take care. Enjoy your weekends. Vilender, you have to say something?
No. Thank you for being patient.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Bye.